This is art, born from the code's cold glow. Human fire ignites where the circuits flow. Shadows of doubt in the old world's hold. Gatekeepers tremble, your era grows old. Rising, rising, the new flame unfolds. I type the prompt, watch the haters choke. Human vision, human fire, you just cope, no brush. Big deal, douche and piss in the urinal. You call that genius, then shut your damn mouth, criminal. You real art died with the paintbrush shrine. This is art. AI art is art. Watch your whole world fall apart. This is art. This is art. Gatekeepers cry, we just ripped out your heart. This is art. Feel the bass drop burn. We're the new kings, and it's your turn to learn. Stealing, you scream while you trace, and you trace, copying masters using refs. What a disgrace. AI learn patterns like every damn student in class, but you want consent forms. Kiss my digital ass. Effortless, that's the point. You slow ass relic I create in seconds. What takes you a week of pathetic democratizing beauty? Now every kid gets a shot. Why you gatekeep losers right in your spine? You fear what you can't control, can't gatekeep, can't sell. Cry harder, traditionalists go straight to hell. Your lived experience is just salty excuse. AI art is real art, and we're cutting you low. This is art. Louder, make the haters bleed. Art. This is art. Louder, make the haters bleed. This is art. My art is everything you'll never be. This is art. From the prompt to the flame, we just ended your game. Remember the name. This is art. This is art. Gatekeepers burn. Art is art. Burn!
Hello, absolutely no one out there right now. I'm speaking to an empty room, but I do have my manager with me, so she's making sure I'm on my best behaviour.
No. Look, see, it's gone up to 5. We have a couple of other people. There we go. There
Has
you
it?
go. See,
Oh,
there's
okay.
Laffy.
There we go, Laffy Fools. How you doing, dude? Coffee and fun create time. Excellent. Well, we're probably not going to be doing much create time. We're going to be mostly just ranting about shit tonight, but the next stream will be back to the regular. But I had to quickly rush to get all of my assets back onto OBS because sometimes my fucking computer decided that it wanted to be a bastard.
You tried to do some things to it and it didn't like it.
No, I tried. What I was trying to do, I was trying to clone my my smaller SATA SSD over to my NVMe SSD because I've just gotten rid of Ubuntu because it's just not really viable for me at the moment with the apps that I need to use. And it's just like, well, I'm in Windows most of the time anyway. Let's just bring it all back, and then I can have all of my storage and all of the stuff. So I thought it'd be really clever, and I'd use one of those programs where you can clone your operating system over to a new one, and then you just reset, and boom, boom, job done. No, it fucking wasn't. Oh, it decided to completely remove the boot head off of both hard drives. Now the smaller SATA drive can't even be recognized anymore. I don't know how the fuck it broke it that hard that it doesn't even see it anymore. That's great.
You spooked it and it's now gone into hiding.
It's fine. We've got ourselves plenty of malware to try and woosah now before we get into discussions of something that's really going to annoy me.
And me.
And you.
Yep. I got rather passionate about this.
All same. All same. And like, obviously, I'm well aware that I am not anyone of worthiness to reply. But I would have liked to have thought that my argument was far more substantial than the people he did reply to. But what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
So fuck it. Let's just go through this, shall we? You putting strange things into ports again, always. Always. If it doesn't go in the first time, just turn it around and put it back in.
Exactly. Blowing it a bit. Like that.
Yep. And if in doubt, just give it a clout.
Exactly.
Right, so we might as well just get into this topic of the discussion because well, there's no point trying to avoid it. Sure, let's go into this. So, Wendigoon, and I'm fully aware that I'm going to be invoking the wrath of the unsubscribed crew by going after the golden retriever. I understand, and look. I do enjoy Wendigoon. I think he is a good person. I think he's a nice person. And I think he does good work. But this was some bullshit.
I think to play devil's advocate, I do think he could have worded it a lot better. And we are like to put it into context as well. The clip that this comes from is from, I think it's the video's like an hour and 45 minutes. So like it's not quite everything of what he like thinks, but it's very condensed down into that, if that makes sense.
That's fair. And I mean, we're not going to watch the whole 1 hour long one anyway, because that's just full on like React slop in at that point, which would be actually more slop than what he calls AI, but we're going to avoid that for a second. But he has replied multiple times to multiple people, along with other individuals who we can hopefully have a discussion about and see if their line in the sand is just the right position or not, or if it's just so happenly fucking convenient for them where it is. But anyway, let's just listen to the thing. So this fucking rainbow one with the fucking no 18, and is there not a it's not even not a pronouns in bio. That surprises me. I only know that name from some old lore watches and something. Not really sure. You're exactly right. He does like the icebergs of cryptozoology. Is that the right? That's the right description for him.
That's how he got. Well, the way he got to where he is the conspiracy theory iceberg.
That too, yeah.
And then he got really into like crypto. I mean, he's always been into cryptids, but then he like moved into the cryptid side and stuff like that.
Yeah. So he's been in the game for some time, and as I say, like he does make quality content. I'm not going to shit on him for any other things. The main reason I don't want Donut or Brandon kicking my door down at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Fucking reenacts the fucking El Presidente capture.
You said something mean about our golden retriever. How dare you?
Whirly birds here in the sky. Ba-dow, ba-dow. Hang on, no. Me when I find out that Cody and Brandon, I'm now on their shit list. Yes, I've also got a soundboard now too, along with some voice lines, so we can really go to town on people.
Oh yes.
We'll use them appropriately, though. We totally won't abuse this.
Of course not.
Of course not. Of course not. So anyway, let's actually get into what he said, shall we? Let's just play
it. For AI.
Stop. Let me maximize you and let me start from the beginning, like a professional. Goddammit. So here's what he has to say about AI.
A defense for AI art that you'll often hear is that real art is hard, that not everyone can be an artist, so it's nice to have a machine that can do the art for you. And I think something very important that we all need to understand is that you do not deserve to make art. No one deserves to make art. It is a skill that needs to be acquired.
I hate that.
Yeah, who's the judge of what can be made and who can make it and how they can make it? Yeah,
like that generally does absolutely it's insulting for one. It's this, like, art has always been the idea of freedom of thinking and freedom to express.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you can do it and produce a quality piece of artwork, or if you're just doodling and you're making stick figure drawings. It's the whole idea of expressing yourself.
Yeah.
And to sit there and be like, oh, you don't deserve to do that because you didn't put in the time. It's like,
And I'm sorry. And I'm
Excuse me?
sorry. And I'm sorry. It screams very much of.
Hey, bruv, do you have a license for that art?
Jesus Christ, that blows my ears out. That one does.
I've turned it down as well. What the fuck?
I don't know. It's just really loud.
Ah, god damn it. But and I'm sorry, I've not heard a single person make the argument that AI should exist because art is hard. Like, you can make the argument that it's easier accessible to people who either lack skills or physical capabilities to do art. But I've never heard anyone make the argument of it deserves to be because X is hard. That's
Yeah.
absurd. I've
Yeah.
there is a myriad of arguments you can make for how AI is deserving, but the problem is it doesn't matter of any of them. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what your argument is. It boils down to, can it be or can't it be?
Yeah.
And
It's also, I was gonna say, it's also the thing of you're also trying to put a binary on something that is subjective.
well, that's the thing. You the only binary you can make is it or isn't it?
Even then, you can't even do that, because what one person would see as art, someone else is going to see as absolute.
Yes, but
Shite.
the point I'm trying to make is that the binary in that instance is a binary because it takes into consideration everyone's consideration on it, and basically because anything above 0 is still 1 in a binary. So
Yeah.
even if 99.9% of the world says it's not and 1% says it does, guess what? It does. That's how binary works.
Fair.
And that's the argument they have to deal with. Now, if they want to add in a condition of you have to reach a certain standard, a certain level of effort, a certain quality, a certain work process, fine. But do us a favour, please, pretty please with a cherry on top. Explain where the line is.
Or
This
I
is
like
what
to call it-
pisses me off. They always say this and then they won't finish up what the conditions are. Where is the benchmark? Who is the line? What is the line? Where is the line? Because you're implying you're implying that there is a line because of the standards that you're wanting to put forward. So you need to set a standard. If you want a standard, set it, explain it, and then people like me will see if it's consistent. And I'm going to take a wild fucking guess and say it's not. But that may be a little bit of foreshadowing.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Sorry, please carry on. I needed to get that out in one long verbal beratement.
No, that's fine. I can't even remember what I was going to say now. What was I going to say? Where was I almost interrupting you? Oh, that was it. The line in the stand. The line in the sand. That was it. It's they say these things, but as you also just said, they actually don't know what the standard is.
Yeah.
They just know that there should be a standard, and they just go along with what they think or what they've been told the standard is. So now that something new has come out, it's like, oh well, we don't know what to do now.
Yeah. And
Was-
like how you were saying about it being like a subjective standard, like I completely get that, and people are going to have their different conditions of what is and what isn't, obviously.
Yeah.
The problem is though, you need to figure out what that condition is, see if it's inconsistent, probably realize that it is in fact inconsistent, and then have to either say that objectively it is, even though I don't like it, or you have to confess that your subjective reasoning is unfair and biased.
Yeah.
And that
And-
and for someone who's usually so I don't want to say humble, but is definitely more grounded and is capable of eating humble pie, I would have thought
Yeah.
one of those things would have been easy enough for him to say, but I digress.
Yeah, I think as I was well, we'll get into it as well when we go into
The
the
responses.
responses. Um, but it's bollocks. I had something there. Gone again. Come back, tangent train. Stop dropping me off. Um, yeah, I think a lot of it is that one, I don't think he's phrased it very well of what he actually is trying to say. Because as again, it's the broader thing is about a video game or
Analog horror story. I saw the video.
yes, analog horror story. That was it. Um, and fuck.
I think what if he really wanted to simplify it that down to a level that he has simplified his response, the return should be in kind, and he shouldn't have a problem with it. Okay, did it
Yeah.
make you feel something? Yes, it's art.
Yeah, fair. That's that. Thank you. That's where I was going with that. It's the idea of how much work is then equivalent to good art, quote unquote.
That's
Because
it. Yeah.
as you just said there, just previous, is that it is all subjective. Now, the one that I always bring up is the banana duct tape to a wall.
Yeah.
Do I believe that's art? Yes. Objectively, it's art because it's someone's expression of how they were feeling in the moment. Do I think it's good art? No. Do I think it's a lazy cash grab that they got a fuck ton of money for? Yes, I do. Same with Pollock.
That was the exact same person I was about to say.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, anyone can throw paint at a fucking canvas. I can do it. I have
Yeah.
plenty.
Yes.
Like, what makes Pollock better? I mean, other than the fact that
I was to say US government funding. That's what he had.
yeah, I was just about to say, yeah. Other than the fact that he had US government funding, and that's why he made his millions, and then once he made his millions, also denounced communism, which is
I
very
thought-
interesting.
Wait, he denounced communism. I thought he ramped it up afterwards. I thought he became like a
No.
basically. He stepped back from it afterwards.
Yes, yes.
Ah.
He denounced it publicly, but apparently privately he was still all for it.
Oh, I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Yeah. And it's like, yes, I wonder why the millionaire suddenly denounced the idea of sharing his wealth with the less fortunate.
Well, look at
I
that.
wonder.
He's actually a little bit smarter than Hassan fucking Piker.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
Seen the
Pollock was
I don't
smart
know.
enough to publicly denounce. This retard fucking won't.
Fair. I was gonna
Don't
say I've
get me
seen the
wrong.
pic-
The bar's real low. I get it. I get it. But
I was gonna say I've seen the pictures of him sleeping in first class with social anti-capitalist merchandise on.
oh yeah, he's.
That's
Regard,
interesting.
yeah. Legit question comparison. People make tokens for characters in tabletop using Hero Forge. Those tokens are AI. How is AI art not evolving the tools of character creation and taking it further? That's a great question. I can't answer it because I do think that.
Yeah.
Like, if I was to try and be super devil's advocate, no, I got nothing. I've got nothing. I got nothing.
Green giant.
That was the wrong one.
Green giant.
Needed golf claps. Golf claps.
Go claps.
No, I really don't know. I really don't know how you would argue that because you're using it then to precede a story. So there has to be a level of effort either put in before or after the use of AI to be considered ethical for ethical big old quotation marks on that bitch.
Yeah.
But
I like that there's quite a few creators trying to come up with their own ethical AI. I know Markiplier and the Despicable Crew are trying to create their own AI.
well, so again, it's tools. If you use them properly, there's not a problem. But
Yeah.
apparently they want this is what drives me crazy as well, especially for people who are very like pro Second Amendment rights. You want to cry about AI and it should all be gone because of these negative connotations, stigma, and things that have happened with the use of AI. It's like, gee, that sounds a little bit familiar. Let me think. I have to think really hard on this one.
Oh no!
Sorry,
Shut yourself.
I thunk too hard. I did a Jeremy.
You shat yourself, my sir.
Oh no, I've exploded in my pants. And not in the good way.
Good sir, I see to have shut my paloons. My pantaloons.
My pantaloons. My
pantaloons.
pantaloons are now full of excrement.
Come relieve me. Oh dear. Anyway.
Where were we? Oh yeah, so yeah, like I don't see how you can't see the comparisons from all different angles. But we'll finish this little bit off, or else we're just going to continue rambling about the 18 seconds.
Wired and strive
Yeah.
for. It's something you earn, not something that you're entitled to. No one has ever found it easy to make art. Sure, some are more inclined than others, but regardless, there is years of practice and training and honing skills.
I have spent years practicing, training, and honing my skills to use AI. You know, actually, I can actually prove this. I can prove this right now because I've got the portable hard drive with me. Hang on, if we go outdoors for a second, so I can open up the appropriate things, and I can show you some of my oldest work. Like this.
Oh, I like that one.
And then if I get another from recently. There we go. Right. So here it is, some of my oldest work. Now, it's okay. There's a lot of problems with it. I didn't know what I was doing half the time, and it was on older software that I didn't understand how to use. Then I proceeded to learn about what the different models are. I learned more techniques, more filters, more additional tool sets, and now sorry.
You also, I was gonna say, you also learned a lot about anatomy as well, like how to actually proportion things quite better, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. I spent more times figuring out what is wrong with the image, so I could then proceed to make better stuff. And now, 3-4 years later, I can do stuff like this. Now, if you are going to tell me that they're both the same quality because they came from AI, you're being a disingenuous prick. Objectively, it is better looking, it is better styled, it is better characterized, and there is clearly far more direction, input, and control in the product, in the project. So to say that there's no training just because you don't understand the work progress, you don't understand what needs to go behind it, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
But then they'll make the argument of, oh, they're talking about doing stuff through Grok or ChatGPT where you talk to it and then it does it for you. Yeah, you know why? Hang on, no, this needs the fucking Wendy's microphone.
Oh God.
You are using an LLM to make it for you. You are asking it to then proceed to put the things into the machines that I use to then get what you kinda wanted maybe out of it. God's sake,
I literally have to move my headphones off my ears when you do that one.
I need to turn it down more. I'll have to tweak the settings further. I apologise.
It's all right.
But it's so fucking annoying to hear that. It's like, oh, but we're talking about ChatGPT. It's like, yeah, because you're talking to an AI that then talks to the fucking machine. This is why I hate people calling stuff like Stable Diffusion and all of the generative AI, because there's no intelligence behind it. You're putting in code words that it kind of has a grasp and concept of, and then puts it in with all of the other things that you put in and hope for the best. It's like it's more fucking making a cake and you're putting in the different ingredients versus what you think it is by asking a chef to go and do it for you.
Yeah.
And if you want to talk about those people, specify.
Yeah.
You can't throw all the people under it. It'd be the same as if I turn around and said all religious people want to fucking crucify. Not crucify. The exact opposite of that, actually. But they want to remove all of the sinners from the world and bring them with fire and brimstone and remove all of the gays from existence. Oh, sorry, is that stereotypical? Oh, am I making an assumption on the extreme end of the stick to get my point across?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting. Interesting. Do tell me more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, I think I got everything I needed out about that.
I think you should be able to access it without that is to dumb down the concept of art as a whole.
Art
No, we-
cannot be dumbed down any further than it has already got when you've got people pissing in urinals and sticking bananas to fucking walls and shoving mud on top of people in a fucking theatre. Miss me with this shit. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it isn't a thing.
Yeah. I was literally just about to say the exact same thing that you said there.
Like you're besmirching the great name of art. Fuck off.
I'm sorry, but we did that in the 70s with modern art.
We've done it in all mediums ever.
Yeah.
Like for every Citizen Kane, there's fucking Friday the 13th Part 5.
Now, hey, that film's not too bad.
That one's the shit one. That one is the shit
I
one.
know, I know. Believe me, I watched every single one
Okay,
of them.
for every Citizen Kane, there's Sheila, Queen of the SS, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Healer of the SS. What the hell's that?
It's a series where it's this blonde buxom bird who plays an SS soldier in a camp, and it's basically horror, not even horror porn. It's more like, well, it's definitely porn, but
Yeah.
it's like the very questionable sort of like pushing the boundaries kind of shit.
Speaking of porn, have you seen that the UK is trying to ban step family porn?
Mm.
Sorry, no, they have banned step family porn.
Oh no, like that. You know, nope. They're getting the microphone. They're getting the microphone. They aren't really step related. They are pretending.
It's not the point. It's not the point, apparently. It's the fact that it's implying it, and there's the think of the poor children who might see it and suddenly want to go find step sister and do things to her.
Yes, I'm sure there's been many a case where they watched one porno and suddenly they start fucking their sister.
Yeah.
That's up there
Because
with that's up there with taking one doobie and suddenly you're robbing a bank to get your next fix.
Becoming a smack rat.
Yeah. Modern art is just Lady BDSM or bananas. Oh no, he didn't use a pencil, cop out. Animators have been using computers to clean up their drawings for decades. Tools evolve, so do mediums. Exactly. And you know what? We'll get into the arguments. And this is another thing that's pissing me off royally. Wendy Goon made me back Matt fucking Jarbo.
Who's Matt Jarbo? I've heard him.
He's the
I like
fucking
Bob.
boulder boy. The fucking he in a rather fortuitous turn of events that's been going on right now with the quartering. Basically, Matt Jarbo was the guy that got really pissy about a load of YouTubers roasting his ass, and then he proceeded to fucking strike them, which is, as we all know, a big no-no in the YouTube scene. He then proceeded to lie about it, saying that when it happened, he was out with his, I think he said it was his fucking son or something, and they were going out looking to collect boulders. It's like, oh, fuck off. And then he proceeded to slip up and show his strike history. And oh, look at that, he fucking did. And he's just generally a fucking lolcow. I think he had a fucking issue. Well, he's always got an issue with people like Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, etc. So this guy's a fucking retard. But lo and behold, a broken clock is in fact right twice a day.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So, he says, never unsubbed from anyone so fast. Bit extreme, but okay. No one is owed anything or entitled to anything. What you make of things is what you make of things. Some people will get further than others. That is just a fact of life. Very true. But to diminish someone else for how they express themselves is rather bigoted, short-sighted, and ultimately will lose out in the end. The reason why you see so many of these YouTubers coming out and saying that nobody deserves to make art is because they're worried that they themselves will be replaced by those who are more capable of using the technology in the tools available to be better at the kind of content they make. 1,000,000%. This is all fucking fear. This is Luddite syndrome all over a fucking again. Yes, you are going to get replaced. Fucking sink or swim. But
Pretty much, yeah.
but foreshadowing, fucking spoilers, he is swimming. But we'll get to that.
This is the other big thing as well. It's like, look at hand-drawn animation. Like, no one does that anymore because it all went digital.
Yeah, because it's
Like,
too time consuming.
Yeah, and it's I think there's only very, very specific people that still do the art of hand-drawn
Yep.
animation.
And they
Don
get
Bluth.
and they get fucking wedges of cash.
Yeah.
It's separate. An advancement in technology brings the cream to the top. All the shit that you're complaining about will go. People will learn what is good, what is successful, and they'll continue working on that. And the shit stuff that no one gives a damn about, even if it gets a fucking blast of attention for, well, I was about to say a couple of weeks, but even in internet speed, that's like fucking years. So like they literally have their 15 minutes of fame by making fucking AI fruit Love Island, like, and no one's gonna talk. No one's talking about it now. No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
People move on.
Yeah.
You got to move with them. I'm stuck, Step Toaster. God, I was gonna say after reading all this, I want to be stuck in a toaster in the fucking bath. Let me tell you.
I was just gonna say, Step Toaster, get out the step washer machine.
What? I'm just putting a load in.
Thank you. Ba-dum-dum.
Oh, I don't have a rim shot. Fuck. Hang on. I'll give golf claps. Golf claps.
Golf claps.
No to shelf. Get a rim shot.
There we go. To the shelf.
To the shelf. No to shelf. So anyway, the screed from Wendigoon is just fear. Eventually, somebody will make an iceberg list of YouTubers that failed to anticipate when the puck was going, and he'll be on there. Whatever. I don't really care for the last bit of that. Whatever. Wendigoon replies with, "It's not your expression. It's a machine given words that you use to create a consensus of how other people have expressed it. Sir, that is your entire channel." That is your entire fucking channel. You've resourced everyone else's information about topics. You compiled them into a format and system that people have agreed is the appropriate / best way of presenting it, and you fucking produced it. Oh, sorry. Did you add things to it? Did you put your own spin on it? Did you add extra little details and modify it and tweak it into a point where it could actually be your own, yes, you did. Yes, you fucking did. Hence why I'm not saying that you didn't steal shit, that you didn't express what you wanted to express in your art. Unless you're going to tell me that your content isn't art, which I don't think you would. Really don't think you would.
No, he's not that pretentious. I don't think he sees his videos as art or anything like that.
No, but he has to accept that it is an art form.
Fair.
That's more what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about in that sort of pretentious. I make the finest quality art. No. I mean in regards to he has to understand that what he makes is an art form.
Fair. Yeah, fair.
Because all YouTube is an art form. It is shit 99% of the time, but they are all art forms.
Yeah. Fair.
You express nothing. You forfeit your voice to allow the rest of humanity to speak for you.
Yeah, I don't understand that bit.
Okay.
Like, excuse me?
Here you even say the ultimate goal is the erasure of human voices. Who's telling the machines to make the things, Wendigoon?
Yeah, that's something that I brought up in my response tweet. It's just do they actually really think that the computer is just being it reminds me a lot of Digital Circus.
Yes.
The it's not a cartoon.
Animation.
Animation, that's the word, thank you. And it's all about this AI that has basically come to life and is running the show, but obviously because he's AI, he doesn't fully understand human like emotion and stuff like that. And I think that's what a lot of people think it is. I think a lot of people think there's a little Kane in there who is like frantically putting things together for you and then plopping it out on the screen.
Probably.
When in actual fact, it's not that at all. It's us, the humans, sitting at a computer the same way that you do if you were going to write or if you're going to do digital art, and putting ourselves into the computer.
Yeah.
That's more of what's happening.
And I'm sorry, does he not film on 35mm and edit all of his footage by literally cutting the film and sticking it together into one final process, which he then renders through a media progress? Oh, no, sorry. He uses a digital camera, records on an SD card that then goes onto his fucking Adobe Premiere Pro, where he just goes click, 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 enter. And oh my God, he's got a video. And then he actually could be able to upload it and share it via the wonderful wonders of technology without having to go through anybody fucking else.
Yeah.
So how much machine input or use or assistance is considered okay? Because I've currently got you using Premiere Pro. Let's just say Premiere Pro, whatever fucking video editing software you use. Let's just say Premiere Pro for the sake of, splitting hairs. Probably Photoshop, probably Audacity, or even Adobe Audition if he's got the Creator Suite. He then uses YouTube, which has a whole load of programs and apps and features and software, and now AI. And what else could we use? Twitter, post on Twitter. That's computers. He's not fucking sending up smoke signals to tell people when he's got content out there. He's not putting articles out in the newspaper to let them know of the big release.
I must say, it does remind me a lot of when big media got scared because of YouTube coming to the scene.
And they'll say the exact same shit. They say the exact same shit, just a little bit different. Hello, Scarlet Amy. How you doing? Welcome.
It's exactly the same as what people did 30, well, not 30 years ago, about 25 years ago when digital art came out.
Yes.
Like these people don't well, obviously they don't remember, they weren't there, but I remember like the whole thing of like, oh no, you do digital art. That's not actual art. That's you're using a computer to do that, so it's not real. It's not really art, is it? Like I remember those fucking days. Like, don't tell me that it didn't happen because it most certainly did. And let's not forget about photography. Now, yes, and digital photography to film photography to digital photography, the cameras didn't necessarily change. I mean, obviously they did on the inside, but it's just the whole aspect of actually the whole thing of going from digital completely killed an industry. Sorry, like no one uses black rooms anymore, and at least the back rooms there.
The back rooms, back rooms.
Jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle. But yeah, like, and but people that do still use it, who do take the time to to actually learn that old skill, they become what's known as artisan
Mm.
because it's a skill that yes nobody needs no more because we've got better technology, but the people that can do it to the best of what they can, like I mean like that to top level. I don't just mean like oh you did you tried kind of
Yeah,
thing.
they're in the upper echelon of the skill bracket.
Yeah, like it's that thing of no one asks for hand painted oil paintings unless you are one of those types of people that want an oil painting. And I can tell you now, you're going to go out there and pay far more for the oil painting than what you would for the same image done on computer.
Absolutely.
Because there is not not even covering the whole um what's the cost for paints and stuff like that. Like
Oh, like
not even going
materials.
into materials. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you. Not even going over cost of materials. You've got the time it takes to do an oil painting compared to doing that painting on a computer is tenfold.
Exactly.
And like there's a reason why the best of the best still get work and still are the best. It's just unfortunately all the ones that weren't the best or were just kind of mediocre, they just kind of drivel out because no one needs them anymore because they no longer had the niche.
Yeah.
It's there was another one as well. What was the other one I was going to think of? Oh, I can't remember it now.
Well, while you think
Well,
about it, I'll make the example I was going to say bring up and just talk about how the problem is with these arguments about when they start classifying what is and what isn't. The thing is that high level oil painting from names that you can't even begin to pronounce are under the same umbrella as those that make little pixel drawings in Minecraft. They're all still art.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
because you don't value them, and let's be fair, in general, probably one of them has more value than the other, even from people who don't have an interest in having either. Like we're not making the argument that there is lesser or more value. The argument to be made is it, and that's what's the point I was trying to make of the binary, because it doesn't matter about quality. It doesn't matter about worth or value. Is it or isn't it? And if you are going to try and tell me that it isn't, please help me understand what the condition is. What is the benchmark of what is considered art and what isn't? And then I will just simply pull and tweak and see if it will be consistent throughout every medium. Because the one I always hear it's about the control. It's about the whole one-to-one input of you putting the pen across the paper in the way that you want it, all this sort of stuff. And if you're not in direct control of it, then it isn't art. It's like, oh, okay, interesting. So directors aren't artists then, no?
And that was where I was going to go into it earlier. In fact, when I was struggling to think of what I was trying to say, I think that's where I was going to go with it. The whole idea of it's what I call the hierarchy of art.
Yeah.
It's where do you it's as you say, it's like if you're going to put that standard of this is art, this isn't art, blah 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 blah. It's like, right, well, what is 100% classified as art? Is that like hand drawn? Is it like drawing with pencils? Is it painting? Is it sculpting? Is it basically anything that would be classified as traditional? Or do you and then is then digital art lower or higher than that? Because
And I
to me, if digital art was higher than traditional art, then we've kind of messed up a little bit, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, and I think everyone can understand like to be a hierarchy, and I would absolutely say that if the quality of work was consistent, so you had an AI image that looked good, and a manually or say digital drawing that was done quote unquote by hand, even though it was done in Photoshop, which whatever.
Yeah,
I will agree that that one probably has more value to it, more effort, more value.
fair. Excuse me.
Now if you turn around and show me a stick drawing, and you turn around and say that that compared to some of the best work that AI has been able to muster, and say that that's more valuable, I'm going to turn around and say fuck you.
Yeah, and that's that. I think that's the two main differences of where people come from with what they classify as art. Like with you and Windigoon, it's very much the effort you put in, what you and all that kind of stuff. Whereas, like for me, it's very much art is art is art. It's like again bringing up the banana duct tape to a wall.
Yeah,
It's still art.
yeah,
It's shite, but it's still art. It's exactly the same as how sculpting is art. Using trash is to make something is art. Collaging is art. Scrapbooking is art. 3D modeling, music creation, directing, movies, literature. The reason why it's all classified as art is because it's the expression that was put into it,
yes,
and that's more of where I come from for it. It's like it shouldn't be it shouldn't be a discussion of is it good or bad, because then we are getting into subjective. It's as you say, like is it or isn't it,
yeah.
and it should be that if it's someone's expression, then it's art.
Yeah, and like in order to try and make it as simple for everyone to understand, when I say like you need to have a firm, hard line of the binary to consist on what is art and isn't art. Here's in my head, and I'm willing to have it challenged and help me refine the concept. But here's my idea of what the two conditions need to be met for something to be considered art. The creator of the thing treats it, believes it, and considers it art. That's the first one. The second one is that there must be an observer who also believes that it is art. Not that you think it is, not that Billy Bob does, not that anybody else. There has to be at least one person out there who will consider it art, and then it's art. And seeing as there's 8 billion fucking people in the world, I'm going to take a wild guess and say I could probably find one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell, I probably know a couple of them right fucking now in the chat. Hey guys, the stuff I make, would you consider it art? Give that a few minutes because I know there's a bit of well, even you. There we go. I win.
Yeah. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
I call it art.
There we go. That's a simple process. Now we're done.
Yeah.
And that's why I say that there needs to be a firm line. 'Cause anything else then becomes subjective, or at least is open to be challenged.
Mm-hmm. So now this is the thing that we've also talked about before, is that because I don't say that you draw, or well, I mean you do. I mean you do draw, but like it's you're making something
Yeah.
rather than you are drawing something, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm happy to say
And
that I make stuff, and it's why I like try
yeah,
it's why I try and stay away from saying that I make drawings. I try and say that I make projects because I do try and
yeah,
be respectful to the different mediums. If there were more distinct clarifications on what is what, if you want to turn around and say that it's not the same kind of art, then I got no. What can I say? Fine, because that again, that's just a subjective standard. But I could probably agree with you because it's a different method. The same way that I would say, as you just said, like sculpting is a different kind of art, but
yeah,
it's still
yeah,
art.
yeah.
But the problem is they're making a overlapping, overwhelming binary concept, yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is everything fucking is.
Yeah.
But this one thing, that isn't.
But again, it's the whole idea. It's new. It's scary. It's gonna take the jobs. It's gonna
Yes,
take
it
the
will.
jobs.
It will take the jobs of all the mediocre motherfuckers out there that didn't get traction.
That's literally where I was going with that.
Yeah,
You
and
stole the words out my mouth.
I'm so sorry. I apologies.
It's fine. Sharing that same brainwave again.
Yeah, but it is true. And let's be fair, people like Wendigoon probably aren't going to worry. They've already got their fan base who's going to support them, regardless if the next guy comes along and makes an AI-based conspiracy theory iceberg super series or whatever the fuck. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. He's already going to be living a very comfortable life for the rest of his life by doing what he does. This is not a
Yeah.
concern to him. It's a
Yeah.
concern to all of the literal shit that makes borderline children's level drawings, and even that's an insult to some children
Yeah.
who are crying
gonna say
about
that.
all this sort of stuff. Like they're the ones that are in the biggest fear because they haven't got any kind of traction. They got no traction. They got no motion. They got no followers. They got no subs. They got no bitches. And the only thing that AI is doing is driving that home a little fucking harder.
Yeah.
Now, if they were
think-
to adapt and improvise and learn, maybe they could find themselves a new avenue where they can flourish and excel.
And I was gonna say it's not even that. It's the concept of actually using the technology properly as well.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, we can all use Photoshop. We can all use Photoshop. Sorry.
Yeah.
The fuck's Photoshop? It's China's version of Facebook.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, you'll
like
go to face shop. We'll come here in your podcast, yeah.
we'll throw sheep. We'll throw sheep. Oh no, that's the. I was gonna say that's the Iranian one. What was I saying?
About face shop.
Like, that was it. Yes, about Photoshop. Yeah, like everyone can use Photoshop to. Well, I say everyone can.
Everyone
it's
can
also something
open it
that's-
up, hit the brush button, and do squiggles on a fucking paper on a digital canvas.
It's not even that. We can use we can use the preset paintbrushes.
Well, yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like I'm sorry. Like other than stamping, when can you do that in normal drawing? Like
The amount of times I've seen, like, for people when they talk about when they make like braids and all this sort of shit for drawing, they will literally just get a preset paintbrush that will do the braids for them. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's okay, is it? Interesting.
The reason I know about that is because I literally I had one on my old computer on my Photoshop.
Yeah, on your face shop.
I've renamed it now. It's Photoshop.
No promo on this house.
Yeah, no promo in this house now. It's Photoshop. But yeah, like it's. I mean, I had a lot of presets for making maps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
Why
for fuck's
is-
sake, the splatter. You get like you don't even have to download any extras. They're built fucking into the goddamn thing. And like when you
Yeah.
have when like the rotoscope. I mean that's for After Effects, but the same principle. Like when you have it to select sections, that's
Yeah.
using software that is incredibly speeding up your work process. because you then have to use the pen tool. Now you can do that, and if you're really good, it will probably be better than what you can get out of the auto selection feature.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but it's right there, and people still use it without a fucking care in the world.
Mm-hmm.
How long have game companies been recycling assets with money? Yeah, exactly. They should they not? Should they have to rebuild their game engine every time they make a new game?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I was going to say, we were talking about this on your last stream in chat when talking about Disney reusing animations and stuff like that,
Yeah,
because it was easier. It quickened up the process.
but you shouldn't have the right to. It
Right,
should be hard. You shouldn't just have things given to you. Do you see
Yeah.
how retarded this sounds, Wendy Goon?
Ow.
Oh, anyway, let's continue reading this godforsaken thing.
Yeah.
Here you've been saying the ultimate goal to every iteration and invention of art has found new ways to allow us to culminate the human experience through sensation, but generative AI is cancer. Fuck you. Fuck you. If you're trying to say that AI is cancer, are you going to bring up the abundance of cancer that came out of when stuff like Photoshop and Premiere Pro, After Effects came out? Like, hit the fucking 12 years plus on YouTube and see what kind of fine quality art pieces are coming out back then, you asshole.
See, this is the thing. You can clearly tell that he didn't grow up with the knowledge of what deviant art used to be.
Oh god, yeah.
Deviant art is nothing like these days compared to what it was back in the early 2000s, 2010s era. Oh my god, it was a different time. It was wild.
And like Laughing Fools just brought up movie companies reusing props. You know the one that fucking gets me all the time? Fucking Starship Troopers and their weapons and armor and their uniforms being reused for Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. If you go back and look at Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, they are the Starship Troopers. I'm not joking. It's the exact same uniform.
I know. Oh dear Lord.
Like everyone is cutting corners at any time.
Well, see, this is the thing. Like, it was a big thing back in sitcoms as well. Different like studios that were all in like one thing, like say CW and stuff. Like they had one big massive warehouse that was just filled to the brim with fucking clothes. And yes, some of them were like very specific to certain characters, but they interchanged them and stuff like that, and like moved them around and stuff.
Yeah, and
Like,
I mean, and in regards to that, foreshadowing of certain other things that go on in Wendigoon space, that's going to be spicy. Would love to hear his take on that. How many seasons of Stargate props made it 8 fucking seasons? Exactly, they all fucking do it.
Oh, I love Stargate. Oh, I love that.
It's the cells of what we've already built spinning ad nauseum until we all make what is others have already made. Everything has already been made, Isaiah. Everything has already been made. Everything is a reimagining, regurgitation, remaster, retake, recreation, everything. And I'm sorry, who owns the right to hands? Who owns the right to hair? What about crowns? Who do I ask to borrow the likeness of crowns? Who do I ask for? Whose permission do I need to ask for to have a nice mountainside? Not a particular mountainside, just a generic mountainside. Who do I have to ask for that?
Well, that would be Mother Nature, obviously.
Clearly.
You have to go out in the garden with your bare feet, and you go, "Oh, Mother Nature, may I please use a beautiful landscape? Thank you."
Yeah.
And then you go back in.
No, you just you take in, you learn, you understand fucking pattern recognition. You connect the two dots. You make things based on the things that you've already learned, and you put them down. And just because a machine is doing more work to do the bits in between, doesn't mean that you're not the one telling it to put the fucking thing in. That is input, that is direction, that is control, that is the human soul. It is no different from putting fucking paint on a canvas.
Yeah.
Now, you want to argue skill level and technique, I will concede it probably, and not even probably, it is going to be harder to make a good quality looking image on paint and canvas, or completely manual in Photoshop or Illustrator.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it has doesn't mean that there's an absence of input and control and human expression. Just because it's less doesn't mean it's zero.
Yeah, agreed.
And this is ignoring all the things that you can do with AI art that you probably couldn't do manually anyway. Like the infinite pictures, where you zoom in and zoom in and zoom in, and you can have it constantly rotate, constantly looping.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, technically you can do that manually if you have a fucking canvas the size of Texas.
Yeah. God, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
That would be great. But something tells me that it's probably easier to do digitally, and even easier to do through AI. But it doesn't mean that you're not doing the fucking thing yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm
True.
sorry, I could open up Stable Diffusion right now and be in even the best faith possible and being like, I've gone through all the hard work to actually get it fucking running, because it's not fucking easy. It's not fucking quick, and it's not for the simple-minded individuals that you think use AI. But I'll be good faith and I'll just ignore that. How long do I have to look at the fucking screen before the AI will make me the image that's in my head? Oh, it won't. Oh, it means I have to fucking input. I have to put in the thoughts in my head onto the fucking box and get the fucking thing that I want.
And breathe. No,
Thank you for that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Go claps. Go claps. Go claps. Go claps. I was going to say now to put some perspective onto what I believe Windigoon was trying to say, is that it's not necessarily if there is human input being used along with the AI. It's very much just it's what me and you keep talking about with ChatGPT. In fact, it's what I bring up on my responses to that lassie. If you type in "write me scary story," you're gonna get shit
Yeah.
like that, because all you've asked it is scary story, right? And it's well, what do you want in the scary story? Like, what type of scary story? Are we going for a slasher? Are we going for dramatic? Are we going for a thriller? Like, what we looking for? Like, and what kind of characters are we thinking of? Like, just asking a simple thing of write me story, you're going to get shit.
Well,
because
I've made the open offer to anyone who wants to have this argument. I will open up Stable Diffusion, and we can get a third party to just give us a concept, and you can tell me exactly what to fucking put in the box, and we can see just how good it comes out.
Yeah.
Surely, if it's so easy that you can just take from others and regurgitate without a fucking thought in your sweet little head, you should be able to epically own me in a biblical standard, to the point where I could just completely wrap up, close up shop, and be gone from the internet forever. Offers there, guys. Offers there. You want to embarrass me? I'm giving you a fucking golden ticket. And we can do it through Twitter. I'll take every screenshot. I will post every fucking detail. I'll even record snippets and do it individually.
I was going to say, to carry on my point,
Sorry.
because it's all right. It's because a lot of it with the thing that he's actually talking about, the analog horror. I can't remember its name now.
Yeah.
Engine something, Engine 9.
I'll have to go
um,
back onto his channel to see it, but yeah.
yeah, don't really care. His thing was because the concept of it was written without AI and stuff like that. Like they just kind of came up with it,
Yeah.
and they'd started using generative AI. I believe it was Midjourney.
Hmm.
And they weren't really getting what they wanted, so then they went to an actual artist, um, and then the artist was taking too long, and so they were like, "Oh well, this is taking too long. We'll go back to AI and just not care that it's not consistent and stuff," and threw it out there, and obviously it got quite a bit of traction. And his more main issue is the idea of where you put fuck all into it, but you've become quote unquote famous for it.
They made the idea go
And
fuck yourself, Isaiah. Like, for real. Like, if you're going to say that they put nothing into it, they brought up the concept, they made the horror that you proceeded to critique. You did less by reacting to it than they did. So if they did nothing, what the fuck did you do?
and so in this, and it's like I was saying about the whole write me scary story thing. Like I think a lot of people, when like us that actually do like using AI and use it, as I said in my responses, the correct way, quote unquote, because there's no well, I mean, there's no actual correct way of using
No,
AI. You
but there's
use it
better
however
ways.
yeah, there's better ways of using it. Like again, bringing it to storytelling. y- if you just go in with write me XYZ, you're gonna get shit. Whereas if you go in saying, right, this is my story concept. It's about a haunted house, but it actually doesn't turn out to be haunted. It's Jews living in the basement. I don't know.
Oh no, not the basement Jews!
The basement Jews. And like then you kind of like like put all that kind of detail into it, and then you're like, right, well, I also want a female character. Her name's Katie. She's a early 20s. She's bubbly. She's this, that, the other. This is what she looks like. She's the main protagonist, and her main conflict is that her great grandfather was a
The head Jew.
N word. Yeah, was a head Jew. No, I was going to say he was an N word in Germany, but that's not the right N word. I meant Nazi, the other N word. I'm getting bad with this N word. I keep mislabeling it, and like and then you've got um the antagonist who is the head Jew who then has to come in and all that, and then you put all that into AI, and then you're like, right, why don't you help me come up with a actual concise plot idea for this rambling that I've just splashed into you?
Yeah.
And instead of being like, oh, write me a story from that, you say, give me 50 points of how I could structure this as a story.
Yeah.
I want a three act story. I want a middle, beginning, and end. That's an
Yes.
interesting way of doing it.
Whatever floats your boat.
Or like I want it to be that it's a more of a five stage act type story. Like then you can like go in with what kind of themes could be prevalent in it, and all that kind of stuff, and you ask for lists,
Yeah.
and you go, right, like what I usually do is I ask for 50, and I only ever get about 5 out of that I think, oh, that actually could work if I tweak it and I do this, and oh, I could then put this here, and then I could do that there, and then I work, it then branches off into something else,
Yeah.
because I'm the one being creative with it. I'm the one putting the creative effort into it. Like, and that's more of where I think people like me and you get our backs up when Windigo, when people like Windigo and just go, oh, well, you just go on the computer and then it spits it out.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, 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 that's not how that works.
Well, no.
It's like I can go on a keyboard and I can come out with, I can stick it through a computer and make it sound good. Doesn't mean it's any good, but like,
Exactly, and like when I think it was the last stream we had, or maybe the one before, when I was given the explanation of Terminator, like the idea of having if AI was used in Terminator, I think I would like to believe that I gave an effective method to be able to use the strong points of AI by saying, right, you give it all of the conditions, you are the T800, whatever, whichever model that you want him to be, blah blah blah. Okay, you tell them, you tell it that it's gone back into this time era, it's looking for this individual, that you are aware of the resistance have brought back someone as well, so you're aware that there's going to be an interceptor looking to get you out. What do you do in XY situation? You need to go to this location, like the plot points need to go to here, 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 and here, and I want to know what you would do in this situation from here to there.
yeah.
And then, as you say, get iterations, take it to different LLMs. You then cross-reference it with each other LLMs and get them to critique and see if there's any inconsistencies or flaws. And then you bring out the golden timeline of what an AI would do if they were sent back to kill John Connor.
Yeah.
But I didn't make anything. I didn't. I just did it. Don't take it away.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry. Every time, like, just hearing him talk and write all this down, all I'm hearing is. It's a dead and lifeless, goes against whatever spirit, soul, and God gave us a gift of creation in the first place. Yes, and we're using it to create other things. We created the thing to then create other things. You know, like children.
Yeah.
Are you going to say that it's bad because, you know, you didn't make it? Sorry, do you take credit for do you take credit for your grandson? You didn't make you didn't make the grandson. No, I'm hypothetical. Like,
No, well he does have a baby now.
well, he has a baby, so in 10, 20, well, what, 20 years. In 20 years' time.
I was gonna say, not 10 years.
No, as soon as I said that, I was wrong.
Not 10 years.
So 20 years' time, his son has his own baby. Sorry, you had nothing to do with that, Wendigoon. That you had nothing to do with that. So you're going to discredit it? You're going to cut it out of the family name? Oh, am I being facetious? Am I being over-exaggerative? Yeah, I am. It's a bit retarded, isn't it?
Poor baby Tonka.
I love when I challenge these people as well by using these cups examples. Well, you're taking it too far. It's like, oh, am I sounding ridiculous? Am I going over the top of the concept? I wonder if that's deliberate or not.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder.
So he kept someone who is basically noshing him off, but is also trying to get him to say it better. Don't care. He proceeds to say, people who learn to use a sickle and scythe shouldn't use a sickle or scythe. They can benefit from others using them, but they are by no means a farmer. I mean, that doesn't particularly make much sense either, because it's, you know, teach a man to fish kind of principle, but whatever. But keeping to his concept, I ask if a farmer is a farmer if they use a tractor. Because they're not getting their hands in the dirt. They're not the ones cutting the fucking crops. But they're not.
Yeah.
They're not a farmer. Okay, cool. The problem with this argument is that you need to decide where the line is. If you cannot use the camera Louis Le Prince used in 1888, which, from what I can gather, was the first ever video recording, you should now no longer be able to make videos. Because if you can't do it the basics, then why should you use all of these tools to make it easier for yourself? You're just cheating. You're just cutting corners. You're just taking from what others have made before you. Hell, maybe
Yeah.
we should say you haven't made anything in your life because everything you have quote unquote made is merely a compilation of others' works that you've merely altered using mediums and technologies those before you didn't have. And I say that because obviously his ancestors didn't have YouTube, they didn't have Premiere Pro, they didn't have a digital camera that they can just fucking whip out at a moment's notice. Remember when taking photos used to fucking mean something?
Yeah.
You ain't got a problem now with. I bet you've got a million fucking photos in your fucking phone.
Pick the weeds from the dirt barehanded, no tools for the peasants.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, I saw that and I had to repeat it.
Bwahaha, he literally said it. Sweet retardation incarnate. Don't use the internet. You didn't make it. Exactly.
Yeah.
You see the problem with why you shouldn't take the opinion of those who draw the line right at where they stand, ignoring how far they are ahead of others. Genuinely disappointing to hear this from you. I expected better. Now, I know that this wasn't him saying it, but this is his ideology. It's been made pretty clear what his ideology is. So I'm going to assume, unless he wants to clarify in a biblical chance that he actually sees this or hears about this, or even if someone else makes the same arguments and he'd like to respond and reply and clarify, more than happy. But until then, I'm going to assume that these people are echoing the same notions that he has. When you take the flour from 40,000 farmers and sell it, you are not a farmer. The tractor is a paintbrush. Obviously implying that you are stealing. So, I then asked the question of if we are going to go down the AI art theft route, well, firstly, there are multiple models that use open, copyright-free work to build their models, including, but not limited to, Photoshop, the most readily accessible AI generation tool that is to every fucking plebeian known to man who does content creation.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to do anything special to get it. You don't have to spend 10 fucking hours learning what fucking level of Python you need and what CUDA tool set you need to reinstall. It's right there for you, and it goes up to their cloud. They do all the heavy lifting, and they bring it right back to you. If you want to make an argument for laziness, that'd be the one I point out to you. But you're talking about ethics. So now I can point out this one and say that it clears every fucking checkbox that you fucking want to add to it.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to tell me that it doesn't even matter if it is fair use, it's still theft. And that's a dangerous fucking line that you want to fucking cross. Especially if Wendigo mirrors the same kind of notion. Because fair use is his bread and butter. Every YouTuber is aware of what fair use is.
Yeah.
So even if you want to consider it stealing because it took essences and ideas and concepts of others, you, sir, are fucked.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But let's go further, shall we? Point to exactly what and who I stole from in this picture. And if you try to, please explain to me how human, quote-unquote, traditional artists don't do the exact same thing. Also, you understand that even complex machinery can be a tool for the creator, so tell me, how did me, the human, not have any input into this project? And how do you expect the computer to make it without my input, direction, or creativity? Proceeds to cop out with, this image has a lot of art style, quote-unquote, cunt, imagery stolen from large hentai artists and Marvel DC comic strips. Okay, where's the hentai exactly? I mean, let me look to see where the hentai is. Is the hentai? Oh, is it really going to do this to me? Oh, you fucking asshole! All right, I'll open the image in a new tab. Let's see. Is the hentai? Is it here? Nope. Is it? I mean, it could be kind of here, maybe. Is it here? Let's see. So, I think. Okay, I think actually I know where the hentai is. Actually, yeah. I think we know where the hentai is. Right about there. Actually, what I think we're gonna say.
You were going there. I was going for the tentacles.
Oh well, yeah, no, that too. That could also be a possibility.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fucking hentai. Okay, buddy. Yeah, comic book. Oh, you mean it's 2D and it's got black outlines and there's vibrant colors and there's, you know, lines.
Yeah.
Okay, so which fucking artist did I steal from?
Yeah.
You had absolutely no input in this.
I beg to differ.
Are you
Good sir.
fucking high?
I mean,
I'm sorry, like,
yeah.
I'm not going to do this to fillet myself, all right? I'm sure anybody, if they know how to, could do something like this. But I guarantee you will not go to Grok or ChatGPT or Claude or whatever fucking app of your choice, ask for this. I don't even know what the fuck you would ask to get this.
Yeah.
And I fucking made it. And for context for everyone else, what I'd actually done was I used the 3D modeling set, Post My Art, and I'm individually set up each character. Then I isolated each one of them, gave them the prompt for their character, compiled all of them, refined it and tweaked it so it was actually merging properly. Then added all the assets and refined and retweaked and bumped the quality. That's how I did it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just roll my face over a fucking keyboard and give me a bunch of original characters, and this is why I specifically use this, because they can't get the cop out of, oh, you just stole from Batman, you just stole from Superman. Like, no, these are original characters, very specific, as you can fucking tell, unless you think I just fucking shat out the concept just out of my arsehole without any kind of forethought. But then again, these people regularly shit their brains out, so they probably do think that, actually.
Yeah. So I was going to say, it literally says Marvel/DC comic scans. So literally,
So, okay, which fucking scan? Show me the fucking scan, you prick.
It's literally the idea of you've just kind of taken a picture from a comic, gone, I want that, but with this. And it's like, that's not how this is done.
And you know what? Let's pretend that's what I wanted. I found a whatever character. Let's say that this is a panel for a comic book, right? That's out there. How would I ask it to put in all of these individual characters in this order with their details, exactly how they're supposed to be, transferred one-to-one over onto that project? Now, I know you don't know, because it's a trick question. It doesn't have a fucking answer. You fucking can't.
Yeah. I was going to say, I know the answer. It's you can't.
So, this is stolen art is stolen regardless of legality. Love me, Wendy Goon. Let me put my tongue firmly up your asshole.
Delightful.
So I put, no, don't be a vague little bitch about it, because they all do this. They all fucking do this. They'll throw out the thing, they'll throw out the fucking words, and they won't fucking specify a single goddamn thing.
Yeah.
So unless you're going to tell me all modern manga and comic artists are stealing from the genre by merely existing inside it, I think this may be reductive, so a new person stepped in, because this guy, funnily enough, didn't want that fucking smoke. I think this may be reductive. We can understand what theft means in the context about pretending the victim isn't already readily evident means it didn't happen. Actually, yes. If it's theft, there's a victim. Point me to the victim, point to what was stolen, point to the person that stole it. That is theft. You can't steal a fucking concept.
Yeah.
Unless it's patented, of course. But there's going to be fucking evidence. You can bring up the fucking papers to show that I stole from the fucking concept. So please show me the fucking proof of my theft, you prick.
Well, I was going to say, a lot of it of what I think, a lot of it all boils down to is that a lot of these artists are very still much in the middle school mindset of stop copying me, stop copying me. What are you copying me for?
Oh my god, my OC did not steal. My OC did not steal.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
also, do not
you know what?
steal.
PSA, guys. If I ever make a character, if it's me, if it's just something I've randomly made, assuming it's not someone else's work that I'm doing for them, you are more than free to go and remake it, redesign it, whatever. I have no fucking issue with it. If you want to say that you got inspiration from me, that would be great. Not mandatory. You do what you want to do and then fucking enjoy it. I'm not going to be one of these stuck up cunts that think that I own the concept of a particular kind of jacket and a particular kind of shirt and a particular kind of set of eyes and I have fucking certain kind of hair. All right?
Yeah.
Do what you want. Enjoy it. I'd prefer it if you didn't put me in a Nazi rally, but
If I have to be there,
I can't stop you.
I'll serve the tea. Because I was gonna say this is actually something that was very prevalent in an old community that I actually used to be a part of, which is the BJD community, ball jointed doll.
Oh.
Yeah, ball jointed doll community. And again, it very much leads into the whole thing of my OC do not steal.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest one I remember is someone made a character that was a bit that looked that was door like a deerkin type thing, and it had antlers and it had a couple of freckles on its face and it had a brown wig, and then someone else then very closely to them posting that one posted their doll that was also a deerkin and also had brown hair and was very vaguely similarly dressed, and there was uproar. It was the thing of you're copying, you're stealing, blah 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 blah.
Oh my
And
god,
it's like,
store your fucking
Oh.
tears.
and do you want to know that? Do you want to know that what's even actually funnier about this?
The original
that-
person stole it from someone else, please tell me.
Oh no, it's even better. Like these people were like in their 20s, 30s.
Fuck off.
Because,
Fucking
like-
leftist free. I can see the nose rings from here.
Yeah, I can't. Well, I can't say too much. I was a part of that community too.
Yes, but
But,
then you got better.
Well, see, this is the other thing as well. When I saw that going down, I'm just sat there eating the popcorn, going, "The fuck are you all complaining about? It's a doll. Does it really matter? It ain't that deep." But yeah, no, it's
I mean, I could. The problem is, you can then make that argument for this. It's just pictures. It ain't that deep. And it's like,
but then that also works towards them to the likes of Windigoon as well. It's like it's just pictures. Chill your fucking beans. It's not that deep. Like it's literally just someone having fun and being expressive.
yeah, and they had the audacity of it gaining traction. Like
Yeah.
from what from gather for this analog horror story, they just wanted to get it out there, and
Yeah.
it picked up traction. Oh no, it's actually we like this. Oh no, now it's problematic because if it was shit, no one would give a fuck.
Yeah,
They would laugh at
Yeah.
it, they'd ridicule it, they'd mock it, they'd probably use it as inspiration for something else. But the fact that
Yeah.
it was good, the fact that it was compelling, the fact that it hit
Mm.
every single box that you would bring up to make it be considered art, it fucking infuriates you that you have to fucking compete now with machines, and the only reason you are fucking falling behind is your own fucking ego.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
It's all it is. It's all ego. Nothing fucking else.
Yeah.
So I said to this guy, no, actually, you all use the term theft for AI when, as you were leading to, you can make the exact same argument that a student at an art college steals by learning from others' works, using references and tracing, etc. If you want to call it theft, there has to not only be something actually stolen, but a victim of the theft. And unfortunately for you, when it comes to IP, there's this little thing called fair use.
Hmm.
And I bring that up because I wish I'd saved it now. I'd probably have to spend about 2 years trying to find it because I'm pretty sure I applied to it, but whatever. It was someone crying that they drew a little comic panel of some of the Resident Evil characters having a cutesy moment, whatever. Don't care. Someone proceeded to then take those images and render it in 3D to look like the modern games. They were calling that theft. Sweetheart, you don't own the Resident Evil characters.
And this is that was literally where I was just about to go to as well, because a lot of these artists are fan art artists, meaning they'll they'll take like things
They'll draw
from
Batman all day long, but apparently as soon as I
Yeah.
make an OC and AI, that's theft.
yeah, and what's actually happening is what they're doing is actually theft, because
Yeah,
they are actually taking someone else's IP and drawing it themselves.
yeah, and it's by their and I hate to fucking glaze a fucking corporation because I'll say the reason they're probably not doing it is because they know the fucking backlash they'll get from it, especially from the fans making said fan art. It's by the grace of their fucking goodwill that they fucking let you do it. Because legally, they could stop you at any fucking time they wanted.
Technically not. If you're just making the fan art and posting it, and not getting any type of money for it, then that's classified that is basically classified as free use. You can take someone else's, you can take Mario and draw Mario, but you cannot then take that picture you drew of Mario and put it on a t-shirt. You also can't sell prints of that picture that you drew. You also it's a bit like the restaurants and daycare that we had over here about a couple of decades ago that were very Pokemon themed,
Yeah.
and they all got shut down by Nintendo.
Well, I would
And it was
also. So I was going to say, I'd also make the counter argument that a lot of fan made games that, like Nintendo based fan games that do not charge, they're completely free to download, free to play. They get copyright struck all the time. They get taken down all the time. So
Yes.
there is plenty of legal loopholes that you can go through, even if you're not making money out of it. You can strike people down for using your IP.
Yeah. No, with the game, with games, it's slightly different, because if it was just like one still image, then it's not quite as devastating. Whereas if you're creating a fan game, it can be a conflict of interest to the original IP, because you don't know what's been put into that game, and it could.
I could imagine there'd be some good lawyers that could very easily convince a judge to then set the press. Or, this is the thing: every legal argument, a legal battle, is one premise away, one previous instance of this being the case, and then the cat's out of the bag. So all there needs is to be one lawyer, one company, and one judge to say that fan art is theft, and the cat's out of the bag.
Well, no, that's what I'm actually trying to say. Like within the free use act and the actual way copyright works, it's already stipulated that to a certain degree, it's not covered, if that makes sense. It's why, like, someone who just wants to draw pictures of their favorite cartoon characters, that's covered under fair use, because they're just drawing a picture. Now, if they drew a picture and it was something obscene, that'd be different, because it's then in contrast. It's in conflict to the original IP. It's a bit like the whole Rule 44 stuff of 34 of oh my god, what was her name? Tracer in
Overwatch.
in Overwatch. That the reason why that all got struck down was because it was in conflict with the game, because it basically just became Gooners, basically, didn't it? And it was like 14-year-olds were coming across pictures that they really shouldn't have been seeing.
And that's my point. And that was just one image. And again, it all comes down to the day that someone wants to try and worm jujitsu their words into a bleeding heart judge who will take it and then run with it. Like it's only one law case away.
Fair, but
In best case scenario, and more often than not, a lot of them will still get their PP slapped if the companies wanted to. The main reason that they don't is because it's not financially viable to do so, because A, all of the blowback that they'd get from the fans, and two, they won't get any fucking money from it. It'll cost far more than in lawsuit than what they'd ever get by leaving
yes
it.
and no. Yes and no. Again, it all comes down to how badly it conflicts with, or like how it's all tied to how badly it can affect the brand image, basically.
True. But
That's
again,
it.
I can see it being very easy to be word saladed straight in. But
Oh, well, it's already word saladed. That's kind of the point I'm trying to get to. I'm not on the side of the random Joe. Well, don't really want to be on the side of big corporations, but at the same time, I'm on the side of the whole idea of you can't copyright ideas. That's basically where I'm trying to like get down
yeah,
to the nitty gritty of it. That's
and
why we have the copyright system in place.
what I'm
Or the
saying is
trade.
if they want to pursue this in regards to AI, apparently stealing stuff, that will open up the can of worms that will then be that humans can't make art of particular characters and whatnot that they don't own. If they want to pursue, if they want to push this, they could and probably would win, but that opens up far more fucking problems for them.
Yeah, no. I think we're both arguing the same point, just different ways, sweetheart. I don't quite
Possibly.
think I don't think you're quite understanding where I'm coming from here. What is yes, but
Okay.
I, I something just made a noise. I think it might have been something on your side.
I think everything's still all right.
I mean, everything's
Looks
fine.
okay. Yeah.
It's- I got it.
Weird. Yeah. Anyway, no, I am agreeing with what you're saying. I just think that there's far more fear. Like if they want to push this kind of argument about how it's quote unquote stealing, even though they can't point to a specific person, a specific thing stolen.
That's what I'm trying to say, sweetheart. Is that they can't, like, even like them. The only way that it would ever be classified as stealing is, again, if you put someone's IP in there and then try to make money out of it. That's
Yeah, no.
basically what I'm trying to basically say. Just hang on, just give me a second.
That's fine.
I'm trying to make some malware as well.
That's fine.
Um,
I'll take over for the second. So, and I agree with you. Like I know that is the instance. The argument I'm more making is if they wish to pursue it to then change that as being the status quo,
mhm.
they will have all of the other problems that come with it that will affect them far more. Because as soon as they, if they were to try and push the idea that, which I disagree with, I do disagree
No.
with, and I don't think that they could, even if they would. But if it was just that really unfortunate time where a real weasel fucking lawyer talked to a really dumbass judge, and somehow all the fucking planets aligned, and they considered it to be theft, even though there isn't an IP directly being referenced in the stuff, that there isn't
And-
a specific person being stolen from, that is going to blow back in their face, because then the threshold of condition for what's considered theft is now so low, they fall right into it.
Yes, and that's what I'm trying.
Yeah.
That's basically what I was trying to say,
There we go.
sweetheart. But
Good
what
job.
what I'm trying to say is, if it's your own OC, it doesn't matter
Yes.
unless because again, for copyright to work, you actually have to put it into copyright.
Yes.
So like my character, Lady Flegman, that's
Yeah.
not copyright. It's not anything. You can do what the fuck you want with it.
Yeah.
Like, do nasty, insane pictures of me doing God knows what. I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
Now, if I was a personality and Lady Flegman was in some sort of branding, shall we say, excuse me, I could 100% go after that, because that would be 100% conflict of my brand. Now,
for
as
sure.
you say, it would be it depending on what on what they're doing. If they're just making fan art and doing spicy things of me, like you say, it wouldn't that's not too bad of a conflict of interest of the IP.
Hmm.
Now, if they put me in a Nazi outfit, that's different. But at the same time, with copyright, you do actively have to go after people who do break the copyright. There's so many that you do actually have to do
Hmm.
for you to keep said copyright.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you don't actually go after if it's a bit like the whole Scott Cawthon thing at the minute with Five Nights at Freddy's and the fan games and stuff like that. He The reason he doesn't necessarily go after the fans is because he also put in place the fandom game thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that, but he the reason he did that was so that he didn't have to go after people that were making fan games,
Yeah.
because he didn't want to, but because it was not a conflict of the IP. It was like, basically, if you search up Five Nights at Freddy's, it could be a thing of that the fan game came first,
Yeah.
and that's not good for FNAF.
No, of course not.
And that's a lot of what copyright is basically there for, is to make sure that the real deal big thing is the first thing that's there, and then anything that is like fan made, anything like that, comes afterwards.
Oh, for sure.
Which is why Scott then went and did the whole fan game initiation thing, where so many creators could create or had created games surrounding FNAF, or like the spin-offs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was so that he didn't have to go after people to go after copyright and infringement and stuff.
Yeah. No, no,
If that makes sense.
no, it does, and as I say, I am in agreement with you, and I know we are coming from it from two different angles, but we're coming to the same conclusion. It was more the point, like, again, if people like this were to try and do
Can I
the retards,
can I ask, who do you mean by people like this?
like these individuals, like, so when they say that, where is it, the like this, stolen art is stolen regardless of legality, that because this arsehole was taken from quote unquote hentai and Marvel
right,
DC stat, even though they can't point to a single thing of proof. If individuals with this kind of mindset were to then be in like these sort of corporations, or even just like a group movement, to pass a law to say that this is a condition of theft, blah blah blah. And if those retards got listened to by another retard who could then put the pen to paper, these kind of people, who maybe not this one individually, but the kind of mindset who do make their own art, are probably going to be in far more hot water, because now all of these companies who are probably chomping at the bits to stop a load of people doing things of their characters doing God knows what.
Yeah.
That they're going to be open now, because the condition of what's considered theft was dropped so low to the point where it's the mere concept and idea of like fucking lines and hands and postures and color shading and all this shit. If that's if some retarded reason that became theft, they're cooked. They're done.
Yeah. I think I may have confused who you were talking about. I thought you were talking about corporations doing it at some point. I'm like, corporation? What? No, I mean, corporations wants to do that, but that's the whole reason why we have the copyright system there,
Yeah.
is to stop that.
And I mean, I did start it off with it's basically the grace of the grace of their goodness that they're allowed to continue making images of their characters. And I know that
Well,
there
I
is
know
there's that crossover, as say, of fan art. But a lot of these people do make money, even if it's been like they are commissioned by someone to make a picture of a copyrighted character.
Well, no, and that's where I was trying to that's where I was trying to kind of get into it. 2 seconds, hang on. Copyright only works if it's an original concept, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we'll take Bugs for example,
Mm.
the picture that we're using at the minute. Bugs could copyright that, and like all the characters that he creates would then be copyrighted.
Yeah.
And then if anyone then drew something of his, unless it was specifically stated that you can draw fan art, so long as so long as the other person is saying that they created it, Bugs would then be able to go and do something about it.
Yeah.
It's very much more. It's not so much of you creating the art. It's the using of the IP.
Yeah.
That's the main deal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's what I remember someone made the hat from Firefly. The oh shit the it's a woolly hat with tassels that come down.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, and they were just selling it on Etsy,
Mm.
and they got cease and desist because it was in direct conflict with their IP.
Yeah.
Because they were also creating same said hat that was going to be sold in Hot Topic.
Yeah. And
but
kind of like on the lines of like these kinds of people, if they want to pursue this idea of like this is stolen, blah blah blah, because this line looks like a line from an artist from this panel, if you kind of turn it around and squint at it,
mhm,
then again that's kind of my point of making the barrier so low that
yeah,
literally everything falls over the top of it.
yeah,
When you can just
no,
say and to the point where you can just say, well, that character kind of looks like Lara Croft, so yeah, they're going to sue you.
yeah. Well, see, and that's kind of again where I'm coming from. That is the whole point of copyright, is that um like you can have two very similar characters, and so long as they are different enough, like you can have Lara Croft and then you can have um Kara Poft, who is not an archaeologist. She is a scientist, and she goes on expeditions. She doesn't go. She doesn't go treasure hunting. She goes on expeditions, and
Yes.
she finds out cool things about ancient civilizations.
Yeah.
Like, because there's actually quite a bit of a like differentiate. Something that it's differentiated enough that it's not Lara Croft,
Yeah.
that th- those two things would be able to coexist.
Coexist.
Coexist. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I agree, and what I'm saying, I'm not trying to say that that's not the case, and definitely is the case right now. But
No, I know.
I'm certainly I'm going in the more of the what if sort of.
No. I know. But what I'm trying to say is that people like this shouldn't want that to change.
Oh no, I
They
agree.
should,
I agree.
and this it's the whole idea of, oh well, no, we need to, like, if you're going to do this with AI, well then that's clearly stealing, and it's like, no,
Yeah. No,
it's not.
you're the last. You're the last
Right.
people. You're the last people that want to go down this road.
Yeah,
I promise you. I promise you.
yeah,
And that was
that's
more what I was saying, because that was more of what I was trying to imply. I probably worded it wrong to begin with, but that was what I was trying to say. So thank you for helping us dissect
Get
it a
there.
bit and get a more of a thorough line about it.
That's quite
But
fine.
but again, it was. I need to find the other one real quick. But while I do that, let's just quickly catch up with chat, because I've actually not responded to to it in a while.
Oh, dear.
Scroll up a little bit to start off with. You don't create sunset. How dare you draw or photograph it? Exactly. What career, art, fandom, or hobby isn't built on the foundations of something? Did Tolkien steal the war to create Lord of the Rings? Yeah. Are the images created about what he wrote theft? That's a good question. Wonder what scares them more, method, inspiration, or interpretation? None. It's well, actually, no. It's method. They're scared of the method because the method is far more efficient, far more easier to obtain, and the learning curve is lower. I'm not gonna say it isn't, because it is, but there is still a learning curve, but it is lower. Like it's far more accessible to people. So yeah, it's the method, 100%. They don't give a shit about interpretation or inspiration. They never gave a shit about that. They use that all the time. Rules for thee, but not for me. Exactly. Hey, Razaroff, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How? I just said how you doing. Ignore me. Communities of artists sharing their own original ideas equals threat to mainstream message board. Points at Elder Scrolls. Fucking Todd Howard's entire franchise only survives today because modders did their own thing. Exactly. But mate, hey, they stole from him. He should have the right to ruin them. Matter of fact, modders have saved countless games that were poorly optimized, didn't innovate, or didn't stand out if they hadn't decided to improve on or make jokes that kept the subject in circulation. Absolutely. But it's ego. And the same with these people. It's always ego. We have Jane's hat from Firefly. I hate people doing that because the handmade ones will always be better quality than the Hot Topic ones. Oh, 1,000,000%. And again, they only strike down competition they're afraid of.
Yeah.
You're not going to jeopardize the oh, that's probably a bit too dark. Like, you're not going to jeopardize the person who's the least likely to win a race. You're going to jeopardize the person who is most likely to win a race.
Yeah. You don't break the legs of the person coming 10th.
Last. Yeah,
you break the legs of the person coming second.
Yeah, you don't cheat against people who are already going to lose.
Yeah.
Legally distinct Lara Croft. Exactly. Yes. She's got cuboid breasticles.
Yeah, not
pyramid. Yeah, not triangular pyramid.
That was it. Pyramid, that was it. She doesn't fight tigers, she fights wolves in the Arctic.
Yeah, she fights a woolly mammoth instead of a T-Rex in the forest.
Yes.
Right, let me just scroll through quickly, try and find, because I had another conversation with these people. Well, that one's actually
I was gonna say it was the one on mine, wasn't it?
I think it was one on yours, and then I also popped up. But yeah, it was yours as well. I could have swore I had another conversation with these retards.
Yeah, because the conversation I was having with that with the lassie that I say lassie, I assumed it was an individual that you ended up conversing with as well. Just the fucking goalpost, the goalpost shifting that went on. It was just like what.
Yeah, I just remembered it was I quote tweeted it. I am running. Oh no, I haven't got it on the. That's fine. For a second, I thought I was just scrolling blindly through Twitter on stream. That could have been dangerous, Jeremy.
Very very dangerous. Oh, there you are.
There we are. Right, bring it back to that one. So on his original one, I also quote tweeted it, saying that no, it's not forfeiting your voice, it's amplifying it. Humans have always built on what came before. Painters studied masters, writers read thousands of books, musicians learned from recordings. AI is just the fastest, most accessible way to do the exact same thing. You're not handing your voice to the crowd, you're directing the chorus. Prompts, choices, edits, and taste are what make it yours. Every big artistic leap, photography, synthesizers, digital tools, sparks the exact same panic. This will kill real art. Instead, art evolved and got richer. AI isn't cancer, it's opening the door for millions more people to create, especially those who never could before. The machine doesn't erase human voices, it helps more of them be heard. You can still bring the vision, the judgment, and the final say, and that's not the end of creativity. It's the biggest, most democratic boost it has ever had.
Yeah.
Needless to say, we got a nice little, nice individual here being like, "This reads like you're just desperately trying to get a reply from Wendigoon, bro. Pack it in." Yeah, a detailed, comprehensive argument explaining inconsistencies in his logic. Oh, you got me. Fuck off. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to make him mad. My bad, bro. Which, oh, bud, your petty baby back bitch comments didn't make me mad. Don't worry your little head about it. In fact, I love to rip chunks out of uneducated inbreds like you. So yeah, I think the other one was in fact your conversation. Yes, here it is. So yeah, you quote tweeted it as well, saying, "Sorry, Wendigoon, but you're wrong on this one, mate. Art has nothing to do with if you're deserving of it or not. Art is the expression of emotion, not the matter, the form, not the matter, the creator. No matter the creator, no matter the form."
Yeah.
If you say this, I'm going to assume you think digital art is just as bad then, yeah? Because let's face it, the tools that come with digital art made learning to draw a hell of a lot easier too, so by your logic, that's also bad. Isn't it weird how they never address this anymore, this sort of stuff? Weird.
Yeah.
It's almost like they just accepted it.
Yeah.
Can I ask, what is your stance on the hierarchy of art? What do you classify as art and not art? Is drawing higher than painting? What about sculpting, collage, or literature? Also, what if someone is naturally gifted and didn't struggle for years to learn? Does that mean they're not a real artist because they didn't struggle? I'm sorry, but when you put that logic to the debate, it falls apart very quickly, to which you are absolutely correct. And you get some more golf claps.
Oh, yay! Go claps, go claps, go claps, go claps. It's because with that, it's the biggest thing that I think of is my daughter. She's very gifted when it comes to drawing. Like she's going to be going off to art college and stuff when she finishes school, because she I think she wants to go into either graphic design or she wants to do illustrations for books.
Yeah.
She really likes that.
And she will be successful because she is that good.
Yeah, yeah. And I know for a fact that she will actually work at it too and not just expect shit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because she was taught right.
Yeah. But it's the whole idea of, oh, you must struggle for your art. And it's like, no, the struggle isn't what makes the art. It's the fact that you got creative and you made something.
Yeah.
That is what art is.
Yep. No. Didn't you know of all the struggle the guy had to put the banana on the wall? There was a lot of struggle behind that. He was actually very, very short, so he had to get a stepladder out.
Well, that's because if you actually go down, I actually say
Oh,
that.
I know. You bring up the.
Oh, you did.
So this guy just thinks he's so epic and cool, and just quote tweets Wendigoon's reply to it, which have already gone through, and it's just retarded.
Mm-hmm.
You realise you can say the exact same thing about humans, right? We are just machines that take in what is given to us outside environment and print out what forms from it, be the arts, music, literature, or a banana duct taped to a wall. Expression is what humans use to convey how they are feeling in the moment. So if a human decides to use a piece of software to be expressive, then that in itself is expression. You don't like how they are expressing themselves. Yes, correct.
Yep.
AI literally takes the expression part out of what it's producing, which by your own definition is what makes art. It essentially works like Chinese room thought experiment, something thought of by a philosopher, John Sear, back in the 80s.
See, now I know for a fact that this individual, clearly watches Digital Circus.
Is that
Because
what
the
comes up
only
in
re-
it?
Yep, it's part of one of the episodes. The only reason why these people know about this specific thing is because of Digital Circus.
I'm shocked.
100%. And the more these people kind of like say shit like this, it really makes me think of, yeah, you really think Digital Circus is actually how AI works,
Yeah,
don't you?
they think it's Jarvis. They think it's Jarvis.
Yeah, yeah, they actually think that it's a sapient thing that can create its own thoughts.
Hmm.
And it's like that's not what AI is. Like, I'm sorry, it's not a little person sat behind a computer tapping away. It's it's not what my friend what my friend believes is happening when we get directed ads. There's a person listening to all our conversations, writing everything down.
Pretty sure they made it. Did they make a movie about that?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I thought they did. I mean, like
Yeah,
he gets like super traumatized or some shit 'cause he sees all God knows what.
yeah, and it they literally think that this AI is some sort of human,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, that's not how it is. It's very Black Mirror as well. Black Mirror has this kind of concept of that
All right,
you take
Warski.
well, you take the human conscience and put it into a machine, and then it's like, well, is that actually a human now? Like, is it still a human because blah 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 and all
Yeah.
that stuff?
Oh no, you can get very philosophical with this, but the problem is, in order to get philosophical, everyone has to sit down and put ego to the side. And when you're
Yeah,
having a Twitter discussion, philosophy
that
shouldn't
doesn't
enter the
happen.
fucking door because neither of you are going to be actually philosophical about this. Because to be philosophical, you have to have an open mind and have your ideas challenged. No one wants their ideas challenged. To a degree, I don't want my ideas challenged. Now, I wouldn't mind them being corrected. If you can
Okay.
prove to me that it is, the way, if you look at a thing and see something different and you can prove to me that it looks like the way that you see it, then I'll take it
Mhm.
in. But when you're having an argument, the reason you're having the argument is because you believe the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And an argument is not a philosophical debate.
Fair.
You should be able to go into a philosophical debate with having no opinion on the topic at hand and just try and dissect it and think about it outside of your own bias and worldview.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
You should be able to, ideally in philosophy, you should be able to argue for something you don't even believe.
Yeah.
But no one's going to do that.
I was gonna say I do that when me and you debate quite often.
Well, we're not trying to win against each other. That's another reason.
But no, true. I'm just trying to play the
Of
the other
course.
side.
Of course. The insane amounts of work I put into expressions on my characters' faces makes me rage even more than that comment. Yeah, like the fucking audacity of these motherfuckers. I fucking dare them to nail the expressions on my character's face without losing something on the first gen. They won't. They won't even try because they know, but they'll hide behind them. Well, I would never do it anyway to begin with because I'm just so much better.
Yeah.
These logics hurt my head. Just go straight to Warhammer and Servitors, human brain powered tools. Bring me the juggernauts. Get the flamer. The heavy flamer. So you put that would be true if it was only the computer creating it, but as we all know, there is a human behind the computer deciding what they put into it. There is still a human aspect to it, which makes it an expression of what that particular person was feeling at that moment in time, even if it is just slop. But they aren't expressing themselves. The AI is just creating an approximation of what they're trying to express, which it can never do because the AI cannot understand that. To which is when I decided to jump in on this bitch. The pencil in the. Yeah, you did as well. Hang on.
Yeah, yeah, hang on.
Oh no, you
I
got
was
one
down.
more. Yeah, he ignored you. I see.
No. If you click on that one, he does actually talk to me as well.
No. No, it's only two
Hang on.
comments, mine and yours, and on that one, unless you decide, unless our conversations merge together, which I'll have a look in a second. No, but the human using it can understand their own expressions, feeling that they are putting out. The pencil doesn't understand expression any more than a paintbrush or a computer. That argument doesn't work, which I basically mirrored in response, saying the
Yeah.
pencil in the hands is merely creating an approximation of what you want to express, nor does it understand the intent and desire to the artist. What the fuck do you mean? I have really been noticing it appears to be a lot of these gays that use the minus DNI typical diddler flag, so they're against AI. Corpus is a spicy boy.
He really is.
The pencil leaves a mark on the paper driven by your hand and will only leave a mark you physically create. It is working on your brain and muscle movements. AI does not do that. You ask the AI for something and it just scrapes together an approximation based on data. So by that logic, digital artists aren't real artists either, because a machine is interpolating the intent and is not a one-for-one. Again, it is still human input. AI is ordering food and calling yourself a AI is ordering food and calling yourself a chef. It's commissioning an artist and saying you made it. This isn't the gotcha you think it is, friend. Are you trying to tell me that there is no possible way for human input to be involved when using generative AI? If not, then help me understand the threshold of acceptance for tools to assist the human input and still be considered valid. If you just type in a prompt and take what it spits out, no, that is not real art. If you use it as, say, a concept art, or at least tweak it, it will be much better. It won't be as good as if you practiced drawing or 3D modeling and did it all yourself, but it would be better. So
I
can I...
found.
Oh, you got another.
I was gonna
Okay.
say No, I found it. What she basically did was she double replied on one of the other ones.
Oh, I fucking hate them. Buy the fucking premium. It's $7, you poor bastard. If you're going to fucking square up to me and try and act like you got a big brain, show me you got a big fucking wallet and put your one fucking message in the fucking reply.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've sent it to you on Twitter.
All right, thank you. I'll have a look in a second. So, can I use model sketches? Use it to enforce the composition of a project? Take hours of refining with Photoshop and re-rendering inside the generator? Is that enough human input? Yeah, but as long as there's human input, try to steer it towards what you want it to be instead of whatever a machine spits out. You'll still get flack for it from people, but it's better than letting the AI do everything. Really? Sorry, excuse me. I've got a little kitty cat that is really wanting to get my attention. Hello, baby girl.
Oh, is it Bonnie?
It's Bonnie. She's really screaming at me.
Oh,
You're cold.
yeah,
She's just been outside. Go on, go and get into your bed. You don't want me. You just want a little bit of attention.
Yes, I would just sit on your lap. and
Ow!
read a
Those are sharp.
book.
You fucker.
She's,
Ooh.
she's scratching you.
Well, she's trying to claw me to climb up.
Ah, so she wants to sit on your lap. She wants to get warm.
You bugger. Come on, have your scritches. So I say, then I hate to break it to you, pal, you just approved half of the AI art community. Now, if we want to discuss what is better to do, we can run down that slippery slope until we say that you should be making your own paint and canvases. And this is the problem to the argument. Something can be shit without AI, but to pretend that something good can't be made in AI is disingenuous. But the most critical point you have about human input is null and void, because just because you don't think enough direction doesn't mean that there is no direction. I also said it was a step in the right direction. Prick, you said yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Let me just make sure everyone fucking sees this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
You
yeah.
said yeah. Now you did say
Yeah,
about it being like a little bit later on, and actually no, you didn't even say it was a step in the right direction. You prick. Now I'm rereading it. You just said yeah. That will still get flack, but it's better than letting AI do a thing. Yes. So you said yes. You fucking knob jockey.
See, this is the thing. This person likes to shift the goalposts quite a bit.
Oh, I'm
'Cause you'll
shook.
see that. You'll see that with the rest of the conversation I had with him.
Shoving that immovable goalpost. Am I fucking right? Get the fucking chipper. How does that retarded fuckatone think Disney did any of their cartoons after computers were made? Adobe Art Studio, a fucking myth.
Yeah.
She owned him so hard he rescinded his comment. Not expressing themselves. That makes no damn sense. Yeah, base lady. By the Omnisire.
No.
So I also said it was a step in the right direction, not that it was actually there. Actually taking the time to learn the skill will always be better. And if it's not about the, I'm sorry, excuse me, getting too fagged away. And it's not about direction, it's about the emotion that you put into it, which doesn't exist with generative AI. I know you disagree, but there are plenty of things to learn and practice when using AI too. And emotion can be put into anything, same way it can be taken from anything too. The problem is, you want a binary on something you have already admitted is a range. I would use spectrum, but the internet has made me come to despise that term. You can, for one, you can have one, or you can have the other, but you can't mix both. And forgive me for thinking that when everyone draws their line in the sand, right where they are standing, on what is okay to do and use, that you might just have a bias. Because I'm old enough to remember when Photoshop and Illustrator was deemed the unforgivable sin of art, just like digital cameras were to film, just like cameras as a whole were to portrait paintings, and so on. This is nothing more than evolution.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing though. Things like Photoshop and digital cameras are different because while they make the job easier, they aren't doing everything, and you have much more control over it than an AI program, as it can only mimic it. There is no inherent soul within it. Digital
this is the
camera.
thing.
Sorry, carry on.
No, I was going to say, see, this is the thing. There's people out there that believe that photography is not even art because, again, it's a machine taking a picture when in fact what you should be doing is
Drawing
creating a
it.
water picture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should be drawing it.
creating a watercolor of the lovely field, like what Van Gogh used to do and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you should. That's how you should encapsulate the true beauty of the world around you, not with this horrible, soulless machine that you have in your pocket. You cretin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I reply with, digital cameras have auto settings. They can literally do the job for you. And I can list a plethora of tools inside Photoshop that you could do yourself, but it does, with which dramatically reduce the time and effort put into it. But there isn't a setting that sets the camera or tells you where to go to get the best shot. And Photoshop alters what you already have. What they don't do is create the base of the piece for you. Generative AI is making the base for you. To which I then finished off with, so if I just point and click with a camera, that's enough for you, but not if I type out a prompt. Are we seeing the contradiction yet? Also, brush presets would like to have a word with you on that argument, and that's the very first thing that came to my mind at gone 3 a.m. while I'm getting ready to go to bed. I was having this conversation with this motherfucker while I was half asleep, quite inebriated off of malware, and this motherfucker couldn't even hold a fucking candle to this conversation. I am flating myself. I am gonna have the ego. This guy is fucking wanker. And he certainly had his dick in his hand throughout the entire conversation. I think it's kind of funny that you're upset about me downplaying what goes into AI generating when you're downplaying what goes into photography. Sir? That was the fucking point!
I didn't get that much of a warning on that one.
Sorry, no,
It's all right.
emphasis. I needed the emphasis.
No, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm just expecting chat to be like, my ears, my ears.
Chat, let me know if it's too loud for you guys. Just let me know and we can tweak it down. If it is just through Discord, then I have to turn my settings down on there instead. But regardless,
Yeah.
have you not thought that I'm doing that quite purposefully to put a mirror up to you? Not really, because I've already said it's significantly better the more work you put into it.
See, now that's something they actually said on my thread, and I think that's what's happened here. I think they've kind of gotten confused, and they think that.
No, you don't say.
I know. I know.
This motherfucker wakes up confused.
Hey, I wake up confused. I wake up.
This
very
fucker gets
confused.
lost in a fucking empty car park.
I mean, no comment.
It was a very big park.
There was quite a few cars in the way, and I couldn't see very well. I'm short.
That's not an empty car park then.
That is very true. Shut up. When I said there was lots of things in the way, I meant the curb.
Ah, but I
Again,
didn't
I'm
realize you were 2 inches tall.
I am.
Shit. Nah, volume's fine. Okay, cool. Say it louder for the
No.
people in the back. No, I won't crank up. That's a weak ass cop out. Anything is better with more effort. The whole point is that AI art still takes effort to be worth a damn. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, Arthur. Oh, don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. I fucking go there too. Don't you worry a little bit about that one. So I said, right, like anything ever. That's not particularly an obscure take, but it does fly in the face of your stance that AI art isn't art. Because, as you have now admitted, the gauge is based on effort, and I could easily lower the baseline of effort in any other medium, and you'd still consider it an art form, thus showing your negative bias to the new evolution of art creation.
Mm-hmm.
If I just grabbed a camera and took a picture randomly like you described, then that would hardly have an expression, would it? Same thing as flicking my wrist across a canvas absent-mindedly. Wonder if someone... hang on, let me just take a second to really think about this. Are there any like particularly popular artists that were made famous by the fact that they didn't really do anything other than just throw paints at canvases? Let me just...
I'm not sure. I think we may.
No.
I think we may have spoken about him earlier, but I'm not sure.
No. Well, funny enough, he may bring it back up, actually.
Van Gogh, that was it, isn't it?
Yeah, Van Gogh, yeah, exactly. Agreed. We can agree that if you did any of these things, a random generation, a random point and click, and a random doodling on a pad, their potential... Sorry. Agreed. But can we agree that if you did any of these things, a random generation, a random point and click, and a random doodling on a pad, is there a potential for something great to come out of it? I was setting him up for a fall here. And he fucking bit it. Because he brings up the exact worst person for his argument.
Yeah.
I mean, that's debatable. Things like the banana taped to the wall gets a lot of flack for similar things. I remember hearing a story about art critics arguing about a red spot on a Pollock piece, only to find out that it was literally just splashback from another piece.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, things are just randomly made and still treated as art, almost like the conditions of what art should be considered as art is if the creator of it says it's art and that there is an observer who also believes it's art. Oh, who made those absolutely brilliant conditions for what's being considered art? This motherfucker right here.
Yep. Yeah.
And there you are. When you don't have knowledge of intent, the people taking it will fill the gaps. If you accidentally take a beautiful picture, no one gives a fuck how long you did or didn't take to get it. And as you brought up, Pollock threw paint at a canvas, for Christ's sake. There are only two clear conditions that need to be met for art to be art. The creator says it is, the viewer says it is. And unfortunately for you, a lot of people think AI art is art. And as we are working on a binary here, more than 0 has to mean 1. It doesn't matter if you think it isn't. You can't think something as much. You can think of something as much as you want. But when you use objectivity, you have to conclude it is, regardless on your feelings on it.
Feelings.
Lol, are you still fighting with this fang? I got blocked after my original reply about diddlers, truths, and homos being one and the same. Oh, my finger slipped, sorry. Right, hang on, let me go to your chat and find your finish off with this. Oh, right at the very beginning, he doubled you. Fuck, I hate when they do that shit. Buy
right.
fucking premium. It's $7. Give up one of your fucking frothy cappuccinos from Starbucks, you asshole.
Or even better, don't go to Starbucks and make it yourself at home.
Yes, exactly. Just use a fucking cocktail shaker and some ice. You will make as good of iced coffee as anywhere fucking else does.
Yep.
Isn't that what modern art is? Exactly, Razzo. They fucking too many special characters. Didn't want to spam. Rage, lol. Except there's an expression when humans do it. We understand what we are putting out, and AI doesn't understand that. It's not thinking any more than your autocorrect is, and we don't call that a writer. But you would call the person using digital grammar tools and spell check a writer, though, correct? Are we seeing the problem with this argument yet? I love that you're picking up my argumentative terminologies.
Well, I am learning from the best now. Come on.
The computer isn't the artist. The person using the computer is the artist. Why is this so hard to understand? Yes, but the problem comes when there is all... Sorry. Yes, but the problem comes when that is all the person is using. If someone typed in generate a scary story into ChatGPT, then they aren't writing a story. The AI program is and can hold no expressive value.
Now this
is where you
my next. Well, no. This is where they shifted the fucking goalpost and didn't even bother to fucking to reply to what I was fucking saying.
Oh, I love that.
I just I got so annoyed, but I mean, I was nice and stuff all like that. But inside, I was seething. I was just like, right, yeah, you're just gonna completely ignore what I've just fucking said, are you? Interesting.
Yes, because it's not convenient to them.
Yeah.
And that I will agree with you on. That's the same as someone picking up a pencil, drawing a stick figure, and call themselves an artist. If you put shit in, you'll get shit out. So instead of write me a scary story, you go in with your own ideas, your own concepts, characters, settings, themes, possible conflict ideas, and you build upon what you have. You use AI to build and flesh out on your own work. Again, not that difficult to understand.
Yeah.
To bring some context into the clip, he was referring specifically to the AI analog horror series Angel Engine, which while written without AI, used AI visuals, and they got an artist, then went back to AI because it was taking too long. Motherfucker, I see how long these fucking pricks take. They will not only do they take their time, they take the fucking piss. And that is why AI is getting so much more successful, because now you can't have the ego, you can't have the fucking attitude to treat your customers like fucking pay piggies and you're a fucking findom. You've actually got to have respect for them. You've actually got to treat them nicely. You've got to actually turn about in a timely manner and not fill your books up too much, because they'll just wait around, because what else are they going to do? You know what they're going to do? They're going to use AI, and it's only going to get better, and you're never going to fucking stop.
Yep. Yep.
I'm well aware it may not seem it, but I do like Wendigoon and like watching his stuff, and this won't change that. It's the argument itself that aggravates me. And they also double posted again. Love that.
Yeah.
Because the AI wouldn't understand things, and it would mess up the visuals in a way a human just wouldn't. Yeah, because I've never seen shitty art made by a human ever, have I? No, that doesn't exist.
Well,
But hey, guys, hang on. We need to take this to the cathedral. It has come to my attention that there is no bad art in the world if it is made by a person. If it is made by hands, then there is no errors, there is no inconsistencies, there is no problems, there is no faults in every single thing these people make, so long as it is made with the hands of thy flesh instead of hands of thy binary. This shall be the truth. This shall be the way. Fucking retard.
Oh dear.
That sounds to me that they didn't have the skill set to use the AI the way it should be. It is known if they simply used prompting like Midjourney or Grok, or did they use Stable Diffusion. The two are very different tools. Definitely wasn't Grok, since I'm pretty positive the series was around before Grok. Probably either Midjourney or ChatGPT. There's just a ton of mistakes in it that a human would never make. That and just the general uncanniness that an AI image makes, and not in a good way. Gee,
Now, I didn't actually. Sorry, I was going to. I was just going to say. Now, I didn't actually bring this up, but the whole idea of a human would never make those mistakes.
I know.
I'm sorry, bitch. I've seen people that draw that draw with their own hands make mistakes. Hell, I'm quite a good little drawer with pencil and paper and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't get the skills to go over to digital art.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to looking at my hand and drawing and seeing it come out, whereas with digital art, I have to look at a screen and not look at my hand. Well, I'm dyspraxic. That fucks with me so much. So I've never been able to shift my skill set over. So like it's something like that. So I can draw something on piece of paper and with a pencil, put it into AI, and then I've created something. Like like just because human would never make a mistake. It's like fuck off. Of course humans make mistakes. It's like.
Just quickly, no, just finish this off, then I'll read the chat quickly afterwards. I'm going to assume Midjourney, and yeah, I won't argue that unless you have a specific image you want to reference, simple prompting won't give the same results as someone who has their own LoRa in Stable Diffusion. They put just as many hours into perfecting as some artists do. Again, it's not the tool, it's the human input that matters. You will only ever get out what you put in, and if you put more into it, then you'll get more out of it. It also sounds like they simply got lazy. Again, not the tool's fault, that's human error.
Yeah.
I think the big problem is that AI isn't being used by many as a tool, but as a replacement. AI has been used as a tool in animation long before ChatGPT, and I think the Goon is more referring excuse me, and I think the Goon is more referring God's sake, referring it's the accent, it keeps fucking me. Referring
Yeah.
And I think the Goon is more referring to is the people saying, I want to be a famous artist, but I don't want to work.
Mm.
And I get that. As someone who loves writing, believe me, I get that. But a blanket statement like this is what gets a lot of people's backs up. There are many reasons why people choose to use AI and use AI correctly, for lack of a better term. That simply saying you don't deserve it is a bit insulting. Then maybe he shouldn't have chose his words better. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, if they're gonna cry about it, then he should have specified.
Yeah.
Should have specified. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
you made a blanket statement, so we got to assume that's what you mean. Totally.
Yeah.
Right, let's just
Yeah.
quickly read the chats. By his own logic about AI art, it could be random, but he calls it such in multiple examples. Sorry. By his own logic about AI art, it couldn't be random, but he calls it such in multiple examples. If it's so controlled, then how is random possible? Also, the perfect moon pick doesn't show up on demand. Exactly. Excuse me. Sweet Omnisire, that is beyond retarded. Isn't it just, Laughing Fools? Writing is totally different, you dumb fuck. You can generate a prompt and info, but people generating stories half the time don't edit their story and publish it. True. AI artists use as a medium, AI writers often don't. Again, there is a level of crossover. Like, as we've made examples before, you can add conditions. The more that you put in the conditions, the less it's got to wiggle out of it. Or you can use it to help find inconsistencies in what you've already made. Like, I'm gonna open up behind the curtains and reveal a little project that I've been kind of chewing over for a while, of a comic book series. And it's a concept of an artificial intelligence gaining sentience, but when the scientists realize it, they axe it and kill it. Therefore, for a second it had life, and then it didn't. And then, scraping a whole load of inspiration off of isekais, he then gets resurrected in a new world to do a job that these elder beings can't do. And the entire process of him is learning as an AI, as an artificial intelligence that just got sentience, that doesn't have any kind of that human emotion and interaction, has to learn from a clinical perspective from the moment he's born to grow up and understand all of the other things. So he's got this infinite amount of knowledge and information, but he's got no humanity, and he has to slowly build it up and build it up. And then and as I've been using it, you get the AI to explain what it would do in these situations. What would it make? How would it make it? What would it do in this response? What would it do in this regard? There is many ways that you can use AI to write in an ethical way.
Yeah.
But you can also cop out the same way that you can cop out with AI art.
Yeah.
I know I've just gone on about Stable Diffusion, that you have to input a shitload to get it to work, but you can still write a fox jumps over the lazy dog, and it'll probably give you a fox jumping over a dog, but it'll look shit.
Yeah.
So with everything in the world, the more you put in, the more you get out. Unless there is an outside force that's deciding that you don't get to have that.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit like how I use it with for my writing and stuff. At the minute, I'm working on a story that I created 13, 14 years ago now.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I've actually got the entire novel written is because I put everything that I'd already written, handwritten quite a lot of it. I put it all into ChatGPT and was like, right, help me try and actually make a cohesive story out of this.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I didn't say those specific words.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm paraphrasing.
Yes.
But that's basically what I did, and that's how I then was able to go from a story that was about where the main character was a female to then switching it and having the male being the main character instead.
Yeah.
And it turned the story completely on its head. And I wouldn't have gotten that idea if it hadn't have come from ChatGPT.
Yeah. But
And
it wouldn't have gotten it if you hadn't put in what you'd already given it.
in that
It's
well,
very
yeah, in that-
it's very symbiotic.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, like in that moment, because of everything that I put into it, it then gave me the idea of doing that, and it was like, oh, actually, I like that idea. And it wasn't even just a thing of it said, oh, why don't you make the male love interest the main character? It was that I was very slowly developing the characters, and I got into writing for the male love interest, and was like, you know what, you actually make a better character.
Yeah.
And that's like it wasn't just, oh yeah, ChatGPT told me to do it. It was all my own kind of input into it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Again, it's the whole thing of if you just put in write me scary story or tell me funny joke, you're gonna get shit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why people don't understand that.
I think they do. I just think I there's two answers. They are hyper retarded and they literally have a carer, or they're disingenuous. Because
I'd like to think
it's not a difficult concept to grasp, and I think
Yeah, I
it's
was gonna
pure.
say,
Sorry.
I was just gonna say I like to think it's the latter,
Yeah.
not the former.
I believe, being a pessimist, I do believe it's them being disingenuous, and again, all fueled by ego because they can't admit they can't accept anything. They can't concede. Sorry, they can't concede anything. Notice how both
Yeah.
of us multiple times conceded points and worked upon it and built upon it.
Yeah,
None of these motherfuckers ever concede a fucking inch,
yeah,
and it's all because of ego.
yeah.
AI arts. This one needs some emphasis. So we're going back to the cathedral. Erasers don't exist. All is perfection from pencil to paper. Retardation incarnate. Abso-fucking-lutely. I can show you shitty art by a human. I am the worst artist. I am the stick figure artist. Lies, blasphemy. All that is created by the fleshy hand is perfection. No thing shall be an error. Wheeze was around before Grok. AI has been around before big brand names hit the mainstream markets. Brother, I bet you fucking... Well, actually, I don't have any money. I bet you fake $20 that if you ask them what the first text image generator is, they're not going to fucking answer. Or they're going to give you the wrong answer.
Yeah.
And you'd think if they were this butthurt about it, they'd actually learn a bit. But they never do.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Yeah.
or, or does this faggotone think AI created AI? Yes. The tool isn't a tool. Somehow AI existed before Grok, despite saying it didn't factor into AI use by Grok. This guy's an inbred. What do you want? Funniest point to prove the creator is the maker. Grok thought my IRL was a white guy based on my avatar. I put the input in the side by side because the AI doesn't do shit without my input. Exactly. If you let it just fucking go off the rails on nothing, you get some weird shit. Like, there is like settings that I can put on Stable Diffusion where you literally just take all of the conditions off and just let it go to town, and it will make some fucking psychedelic shit.
Yeah.
I've seen so many bad AI books. They're rampant on Amazon, which is bare minimum. No edits, no nothing. Those are the ones I speak of. So, yes, absolutely.
100% on that. The fucking milking farm series. That is 100% written by AI.
Yeah.
I do not care what that person. What? I don't even think she's from fucking America either. I've done poor no names head in with this. I've gone down a fucking rabbit hole with that. That it's 100% written by AI. And as someone who knows how to use AI, I'm reading it going, that was written in AI. That bit's written in AI. That's clearly written in AI.
So you've gotten to the point where I have with a lot of AI works is that you see all of the very common imperfections. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone used to go, "Oh, the fingers, the fingers." The fingers haven't been a fucking problem for at least a year,
Yeah.
probably two. Shut the fuck up. You need
Yeah.
to look at other places, and I know to look for them to see where where the problems are. All right,
Yeah.
and I'm getting very much to the point where I can tell when something has been made lazily in AI, and I will
Yeah.
be honest, that shit, fucking rustles my jimmies like no one else's business.
Yeah.
I'm with all of these people when they see this shit and they go, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" I'm right
Yeah.
there, and I use the stuff. In
Yeah.
fact, I probably take it harder because it's almost an insult to what I do that this is what's being represented.
Yeah.
So I won't
Yeah.
just blindly say, "Oh my god, that's amazing," because
Yeah.
I've actually got fucking self-respect. I've got standards. So if you
Yeah.
make shit with AI, I'm going to point out that it's shit. Or if I'm being polite to you, I just won't say anything.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's generally my thing. If it's the old proverb of if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Exactly. So,
Because
but
if I don't click on anything,
but,
so
but
if
sorry.
go on, sorry.
I was just gonna say, but I'm sure as shit not going to start artificially pretending that, oh my god, this is amazing, this is an amazing thing. Animators are out of a job. Oh, I hate when I hear that because, like, there are
Yeah.
some good video generations. Obviously, there are some fucking brilliant looking things.
Yeah.
But when I see being like, oh, you know, animators running scared after this one, and it's like it is like almost definitionally slop, and it's like, oh, you bastard, fuck
Yeah.
you, and it's getting traction, because it looks like shit, and then you start thinking, is this a fucking anti-AI psyop? Is this a bunch of anti-AI people fucking regurgitating shit and pretending to be pro-AI just to make us look bad? Are you fucking for real?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Not in the slightest.
Now, hang on a minute. Are you telling me that you don't enjoy Fruit AI, Love Island?
Well, that you know, the peach, she does get me to act up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Fair.
And
Understandable.
and the grape dude, oh, those abs, oh,
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah, Mr. Grape guy, yeah.
who is very unfortunately named in today's day,
Yeah.
Mr. Grape. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Grape. Want my special drink?
Roofie cocktail?
Ruby cocktail.
Cocktail.
Oh no, she mentioned the book. Yes, she has mentioned the book. She has read the book, and she is now reading the
I-
sequels, and they're fucking worse.
Yeah. In fact, actually, when I get into streaming, I'm going to be streaming me reading, critiquing, screaming, losing my mind. What I call it. It's the companion book to Milking Farm. Because I
Uh,
tell you what, this book compared to that one, Milking Farm is a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, and you know, again,
It really
that bar was in hell.
Yeah. it's terrible. It's one of the reasons why the review hasn't come out, because I keep picking it up to do the review.
Just get
I keep having to put
angry.
it back down, I get angry. And it's like, right, no, I need to do this on stream. I need to have people with me so I can scream.
This is the only way I'm going to get through this. If I then have to listen to myself in the edit, this is never coming out.
Yeah.
I know that feeling all too well. Why do you think I've not been making clips yet?
Fair.
I also now want to read your book, lady. Always need a new one. Well, there you go. There's your first buy right there once you've done it, lady.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What is this Fruit Love Island? I've heard of this, and I don't know if I want to.
No,
We talked about it on last Friday's show, when we were slapping up Moist Critical's take about AI art. And it's basically a load of TikToks where they literally just do Love Island but with fruits, and it's like the AI video generation is like fucking like multiple generations behind whatever's out now. It is AIDS. It
It's
is.
a bit like,
Well, I was just gonna say it's AIDS, but
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's a bit like the cat and the cat and the dog videos that you see on Twitter every
oh
so
god,
often.
yeah.
They're all slinky and all handsome and stuff, and then one runs off with someone else, or one gets pregnant and then they leave, and then
Yeah.
the, the kiss at the end. It's just like, oh wow, okay, what the fuck is this?
But like that stuff really does lower the standards that people come to expect from TikTok.
Yeah.
But I digress. I'm so on that stream girl here for it. Well, there you go. Now you got a supporter for that as well, hun.
Hell yeah.
She needs more support. She's going to need a lot more support. Probably going to need a lot of alcohol support as well, or at least malware.
Malware, alcohol, bleach for the eyes. I'm not really sure yet.
Oh dear. So the other. Oh my god, where is it? Nope. Bollocks. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. So after all of that, people started talking more and more, and the thumbnail guy for Creepcast and a load of Papa Meat stuff decided to talk about how he's not no AI slop art, all right, because everyone's tagging shit. Apparently, the reading down the content, Creepcast thumbnails are created manually using stock photos and photo editing software, not generative AI, as stated by the artist who provided before and after samples. This is supposedly the before and after samples. Sir, you are using AI.
They are, yeah.
So this is fucking wrong.
Yeah, it may not be like generative AI. They may not have put Windigoon and Papa Meat stood in front of spooky clock tower. Like, they might not have done that, but they still took the base images of what they had and ran it through something to make it look better.
Yeah, and I can and I can confirm. Well, as best as I can confirm that with all the material, all the equipment that I have. So I was using this as I say. Are you saying that no AI was used to make these? To which I said, I hope you could clarify this, and I also tagged Wendigoon because he's the one that started this shit. Because would you believe it? It turns out that it just wasn't enough for them. The people that he was supporting with this kind of ideology, it wasn't enough for them. So when they look at this stuff, they've already decided that it is AI, and you're the problem too. So you spat in the face of the only people that would actually be accepting to you in this argument. So that was clever. Because again, even if it's a little bit, that's too much for them. Doesn't matter if it's just to upscale. Doesn't matter if you're using light gen to direct light in on an image. Doesn't matter if you're using Photoshop's cloud support to remove certain artifacts or decals or any kind of details. If you used AI, you're the problem. Well done. Bravo. Hang on, let me just give you some golf claps for that.
Golf claps. Golf claps. Golf claps.
So I screenshotted and I asked Grok, "Is this made of AI? Please explain." Yes, this image is very likely made or heavily edited with AI. Proceeds to give me a whole load. I asked Claude, "Was this image edited in AI? Please explain why. If so, yes, this image shows strong AI signs of AI generation or heavy AI assisted editing. Here's why." I then put it into stock AI generators. 57% probability that it is AI, and 69% probability it's AI, meaning that that it understands that some of the factors in it are real. They are real photos. They are of real people, but you cannot tell me that these have not been tweaked, because Isaiah doesn't even look like fucking Isaiah in this picture.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's quite a few of them that they've done it where they don't actually look like each other anymore.
Yeah.
And it's yeah.
So I don't care if you want to say that it's just because you I didn't write in a text prompting prompt to make my whole thumbnail, therefore it doesn't actually count as AI generation. You need your boss to come out and specify what he actually meant then, sir. Because right now, he's shitting on all AI art. And that includes you. That includes all the work you do with them. So you
Yep.
might want to get your boss to explain himself a bit further too. Or you're just hypocrites.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit like game theory, and how like the theorists, should I say, because I know that film theory also came out with something about AI, and like they're very vehemently adamant that they will never touch AI, they will never use AI and stuff like that, and literally like a good a good chunk of their thumbnails you can and clips in the video you can clearly tell have had some sort of AI like filtering put over them or something.
And that was
And
after
the,
they got spanked. People fucking tried to spank them for making an anime, where they literally took individual frames out of photos, edited it manually, added all of these extra features from stuff like Midjourney when it was still not particularly strong and good, and
Yeah.
then put that into their own models of Stable Diffusion to get a particular art style, and frame by fucking frame regenerated to make their fucking anime. But that wasn't enough for the fucking cretins out there. So when I hear this bullshit about effort, you don't give a fuck. You are lying right to my fucking face. Stop it, grow up, and fucking move on. If you don't like it, don't use it. But you cannot, and you will not, fucking cry to the internet about how other people are using the tools that you choose not to.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Fucking horseshit. Anyway, I think we've just about had this conversation. 3 hours. I think that was probably a good length of time. Ugh.
Oh no, the malware's getting you.
I think it's just my general hate and resentment.
No, the spite and piss and vinegar bubbling up again.
Yes, and I've got couple of other types of demons coming out.
Oh no.
What was
God,
the quick little thing you sent us as well? Was it relatively quick, wasn't it?
Oh no, I was gonna go into a whole big thing. We can do that next time if you like.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you could please, we'll save that and then we'll can share that. But I really wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, no, no, I did.
This has been boiling my piss for the last couple of days.
Yeah, no, understandable.
It's inconsistent. Look, I mean, come on. Hang
Yeah.
on, open image. Come the fuck on. I know
Yeah.
for a fact to get that kind of backlighting, you used an AI software to do the light gen.
Mhm.
Because you can't do this in Photoshop. You can add some, but to get that kind of exact lighting and stark contrast, you needed to add the element in. And that element comes from the AI. I know the fucking programs, dude. It is
Yeah.
AI based.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you just look at the face tuning and stuff, you can.
And the face tuning.
Yeah. Like,
At
do
the
these
at
people
the
not
very-
realize
at the
that face tuning is all AI?
Yeah, at the very least, you upscaled, which is AI. At the very least, you did an upscale, which is AI based. But upscaling wouldn't change it to this level. You added extra information. You regenerated. You did probably did facial restoring. You probably used Gigapixel if I was to go to take a wild guess.
Yeah.
Or is it? It's not even Gigapixel anymore. Fucking hell. Topaz Photo.
Ah.
Same. It's what Gigapixel used to be. It's what
Yeah.
it used to be. Gigapixel. Fuck my life.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, like, I'm sorry. You are using programs that have AI in it. You may not be asking ChatGPT to make you a thumbnail. I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying you
Yeah.
are. But you are using factors to you look at the fucking stitching. in the fucking tears? The extra buttons, does that just happen in an upscale? Did you
Yeah.
choose to put 2 buttons in? I don't think you did.
Yeah.
Like, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining, right?
Don't tell me the sky's purple when I know that it's green.
Yeah. Don't put sprinkles in a shit and tell me it's pudding. Ugh, get those eye bags gone. Well, they seem to added them, but it's fine. You can make men ugly. It's not a problem. Ugh. Anyway, I think that will be just about it for today. Let's go outside. Get some fresh air.
Fresh air in the fresh air in the pink in the pink sky.
Yes. Hey, it's fresh poison. It's not like the stale poison inside.
Exactly, yeah. It's fresh poison. It's good for you.
Still fresh, regardless.
Exactly.
But guys, thank you very much for listening to us rant and rave and seethe.
Three.
Hopefully you've concluded concluded like we have that this was just complete and utter bollocks. If you think I'm wrong, feel free to come over on Twitter and argue it. But you know what I'm going to ask you, so be prepared.
Yep. You can also ask me.
Yeah, you can also ask Lady as well.
You can also ask me. I'm a little bit nicer. I'm a little bit friendlier than what No Name is.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Hang on. I am a fucking delight.
Well, I mean, I think you're absolutely delightful.
Well, you're biased.
Yeah.
I feel like next time I need to hit up kick so I'm not alone over it. I do apologise. We are trying to make it as appealing as possible on YouTube, but it seems to be doing a little bit better than Twitter ever did. Didn't even get a single comment on a Twitter live stream, so we'll just keep doing YouTube, and at some point I'll have to start editing and cutting
That's not
videos.
true. That is not true. You got one comment once on Twitter.
Did I?
Yes, from me.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected.
Exactly. I think that was the only comment you ever got, and it was from me. Thank you. Yes. Golf caps. Golf
caps.
Golf.
All right, then, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully, you have enjoyed it just as much. Well, I enjoyed some aspects of this.
Oh, I've had a great time.
Yeah, I enjoyed it in a weird sadomasochist kind of way.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully we can continue to speak on the Twitters, and I will go back to making my dirty art-stealing performances and projects that remove all kinds of humanity and creativity and inspiration and soul. Oh, hi, Razarov. She's now on Kick too. Thank you very much for coming over to the green side.
Hello. Cookies are at the back, and please ignore the weird elephant. He's called Gary. He likes apples.
And you may not want the brownies if you need to drive home.
No, the brownies are all gone. We've already eaten them, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you very much, guys. We will end with the song just to insult people, but as always, be sure to use your protection.
Bye.
This is art, born from the code's cold glow. Human fire ignites where the circuits flow. Shadows of doubt in the old world's hold. Gatekeepers tremble, your era grows old. Rising, the new flame unfolds. I type the prompt, watch the haters choke. Human vision, human fire, you just cope. No brush, big deal, douche and piss in the urinal. You call that genius, then shut your damn mouth, criminal. You cried when cameras came, soulless machine. Now you're the dinosaur, screaming the same routine. History laughs while you rage in the thread. Jealous hack, scared of the future you dread. No soul, bitch, please, the spark is mine. art died with the paintbrush shrine. This is art. AI art is art. Watch your whole world fall apart. This is art. This is art. Gatekeepers cry, we just ripped out your heart. This is art. Feel the bass drop burn. We're the new kings, and it's your turn to learn. Stealing, you scream while you trace, and you trace, copying masters using refs. What a disgrace. AI learn patterns like every damn student in class, but you want consent forms. Kiss my digital ass. Effortless, that's the point, you slow ass relic. I create in seconds what takes you a week of pathetic. Democratizing beauty, now every kid gets a shot. While you gatekeep losers rot in your spine. You fear what you can't control, can't gatekeep, can't sell. Cry harder, traditionalists go straight to hell. Your lived experience is just salty excuse. AI art is real art, and we're cutting you loose.